see if this.
I had to include him.
Does anyone have a contact that's just called Pingers?
Pingers, mate.
So close with Patches, just a few letters off.
I didn't buy any Nova Coke. Fuck.
Dude, fucking
Face.
Yes, on the face.
Yeah. What is your face? Nah, man. When I've taken this narco gene therapy, Kamikaze now gives me like +2 body, +2 agility, +3 strength, and +2 willpower. It's fucked. So cool.
Mucho bueno.
Yeah, and I can speed bullet with psych because it doesn't buff the same stats. So that gives me +2 intuition and +2 logic. So I'll be like, yeah, whatever. I'm on drugs. Fuck you all.
On drugs.
I don't see a buff to charisma there, so I'm still better than you in one respect.
Oh, dude, charisma was my dump stat. I got that at 2 anyway.
Da-da-da-da. Have moved.
I just dump reaction because if I'm in combat, I'm shit.
Yeah. No, I had to take.
So what you're saying is that if you're in combat, you're a luxury cruise liner colliding with an iceberg.
Yeah. And at that point, reaction isn't gonna help anyway.
Mostly because you take massive penalties to it.
That too.
You know, the paraplegic's super helpful in combat. Just rolls
I've seen
at the person
plenty
and
of
hits them
super
with their
helpful
shield.
paraplegics in combat, thank you very much.
You're a rigger.
Well, this one is.
You'll just rig into your fucking
Yeah. My
secretary,
robot.
and then boom, you've got a fully functioning body that can fuck everything.
Probably works better if I'm not muted. So we all ready to roll?
Tom's AFK.
Tom's coming back.
Cool. Any good contacts for the paraplegic rigger?
I've got Patches, the street doctor.
I was gonna say maybe someone who sells drones might be good.
That's Tooth, my arms dealer.
Arms? Too bad he
Yeah,
doesn't sell
like
legs.
literal arms.
I knew it was coming, but it's great.
That's always coming.
Yeah, I haven't put too much thought into Tooth though.
Well, it seems we have a ton of talismongers, so maybe my contacts would. I'm just gonna get a bunch of
Nah,
1-1
I'm
strippers
sharing.
and whores.
No, we've got a shared talismonger contact. It's the same dude.
Whatever. I don't know. Do we actually have a hacker?
got an
Because if
info
not, I'll have a
broker.
contact hacker that's ex-military.
Yeah, that could be good. Like, I have Niche, who's an info broker, but she's no hacker.
Yeah, no.
I took prejudice against Deckers because I hate them.
I'm back, guys.
Welcome back. You're beautiful.
That's weird.
Yeah, that was super intense.
That's actually me at my lowest setting. Guys, don't. I just told a dude I love him. What's wrong with that? That's. Jeez.
Alright, so we ready to roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I gave you
Roll
that link, Bob, if you want to
20.
share that.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, it was a good joke.
So, I'll start off just because this is easy. So you guys are currently in the middle of a Shadowrun that has gone horribly, horribly wrong. And you guys will get to create the story and tell me what the Shadowrun was and what it's about and why it's gone so wrong through a series of flashbacks. So everyone gets one flashback where they get to introduce one thing about the run that probably was a red flag that got missed. And then after everyone's gone down, you guys are going to say, okay, X plus Y plus Z and this is how we got into the situation where it. Sound good?
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll start off with Bluey because you're at the top of the list. It's alphabetical order. How did you get into this situation?
They
Are
had
you going to give us context for what the run is, or?
No, you guys get to design what, like, Mr. Johnson hired you for, who Mr. Johnson looked like. You guys basically get to design where you're starting in the campaign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, just good to think.
they had magical detection past what I could have seen,
Cool.
so they knew we were coming.
It's a distinct possibility we're going after a mage since you're like the paladin and the witcher.
And we also have
Seem to be. Yeah. So.
It could be that we got
magic
double
pretty well
crossed.
covered.
No, that's why I'm saying this is like we
Yeah,
were
this is-
outclassed.
Yeah, like we're going after someone who's like we're going after a mage. Maybe we weren't told like how good they were.
Prophet Shadowrun, as it quickly turns out, we're hunting dragons.
Yeah, we were going after Loftwing.
Well, in
Shit
history,
ends.
I think in the recent history, a dragon was taken down and killed.
Yeah. So yeah, so we're
And things did
Going
go
after a
horribly wrong.
yeah. So I'll throw out there. Is everyone else happy to have met in Matrix space with the Johnson? Red flag in and of itself.
Yeah, but my character's fucking terrible with technology, so someone would have had to help me.
Yeah. I'm the rigger. I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
that.
all have a pre-existing relationship.
Yeah. we've been
Yeah,
consistent
my character
with
would have been adamant to do so, but I mean, if he probably needed work, so.
it. Yeah.
Another
And
red
my
flag,
big flag
not paying in
for-
advance.
Yeah. And he was some sort of French devil character that we might not have recognized. So pretty much the devil, maybe.
Okay, so
Hey.
what we've got so far
I'll have
is-
you know, Onis are a proud people. I will not hear anything against them, and they're devil people. Rude.
So the devil has hired a team of mercenaries on the internet to find a wizard and kill him.
I'm sorry. Are we playing D&D or Shadowrun?
I am playing the paladin.
All right, Gouge Gander.
I am the
What
sorcerer.
else?
He didn't pay up front. As
Oh,
someone was
yeah.
saying.
No, I
someone
didn't.
said that.
He didn't pay up front, and I talked him into a really, really, really large payout.
Yeah.
Hence,
I mean, if you want to make it even more cliche, he could have chosen a specific, like, bad guy topic. So it's always good to get them in there thinking they're doing something. Like, oh man, you're attacking a big corporation. This person's like related to, or because again, if you're talking up a big payout, that either suggests something's wrong, they're incompetent, or you're purposely being set up. So which of these are we going with?
Sorry, so we're purposely being set up, or what are my other options?
Well, I mean, again, like we could be
Yeah.
purposely set up, but it's like for what purpose? Are we being set up as,
Yeah, no.
as a honeypot, or are we being set up because like they purposely want a specific attempt on this person's life to fail? Because that is also an equal option. You can just create panic and terror.
Yeah, a justify, like pretty much like a panic and terror sort of thing, like using that attack as a justified response against a certain people, maybe the criminal underground, or
I mean, Not Bob did say that there was pretty strict security on crime, keeping it underground due to the nature of tourism. Maybe
That's
the
true.
attempted life on
Well-
an important wizard from a country. I don't know, England or but
Nog
Ireland
or whatever. Yeah.
would make it seem like there's a reason to increase security on the street. Rolling this way, they basically own street.
Or like we could be.
I'm just spitballing.
Yeah.
Because we have to unfortunately create the circumstances in which we're being fucked.
Or this could be like a certain gangs or crime groups mage, and this is supposed to spark a war between two warring crime factions.
Hmm. Another 10-minute war.
Yeah, something the nobles can use to like keep crime from really getting a foothold. If you keep the factions at each other's throat. So
Yep. Alright. Gal, what do you have to add? You could
Not much.
decide like the motive. We've got two very good ones. There's corporations or gang war to get the boot in for more corporations.
Corporations sound more legit to me, and they seem like to be more likely to pull this off. I mean, a gang war, to start it, all you do is just sort of fire a couple shots and then leave the insignia. Proposing a bill to get shitloads of police to flood the streets is slightly more in depth.
So you're trying to take out a high-ranking diplomatic mage from the UK?
Let's go
sounds
elves.
Fuck the Keebs. Let's do this.
Let's go
Yeah.
elves.
I'll do
You
the
know,
job
you know
for
my
free.
feeling on elves, Wells. Let's go with elves. I like elves.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck them.
Everyone here hates elves but
The
Thomas.
fucking ancients.
Elves are the master race.
So,
Yeah.
Blah, you've got the motive, the man, and we just need a place and really what went wrong. We've also got there were magical detection, so maybe the team got spotted in the astral and then shit went up downhill there. But yeah.
So maybe, because I think it'd be way more fun if this is real shit stirring right here. We decided to lure this guy into seeing like a local medieval festival and using one of my contacts to get in like that. But we got caught out by spirit, things that we didn't realize, kind of seeing us for what we really are. And they kind of questioned us and shit went wrong. Or something. Or maybe he knows who I am and spotted me, or knows someone else. I don't know.
And Herber?
What am I adding to this?
Okay, so we've got a elven mage from Tir Nanog
Yeah.
is in Paris, and you were sent to assassinate him. However, something has, and the idea was bring him to some sort of reenactment battle. We'll go with what was the big war that happened?
Have like a Napoleonic war.
The
for France.
Crusades.
Oh yeah. 10
Or-
out of 10.
I
Or
guess.
Or the 1,000-Year War between France and England. I
Yeah, I
forget.
was about to say there was a few wars
Oh.
between France and England.
Let's do that one. That one's a good one.
Yep, so it's one of the 100-Year War battles, one of the big ones.
It's 100-Year War. Sorry, my bad.
Yep, so one of the big ones, and something's gone wrong. You guys got detected by a spirit. How did you end up in this situation?
Maybe what it was is that he was also joining in, and it's kind of a good switcheroo with the fake blade's now a real blade, and then one of us tried to kill him, probably me or
Yeah, like he was the UK commander or something.
yeah.
Okay, I dig it. So the scene
And
is
obviously,
set.
like
Just
the
weren't
spirit,
expecting
sees our intent and goes, "Oh, that's not right," or something.
Yeah,
And
the murderous
and-
emotion or something.
Just for kicks, we also put poison on the blade just in case.
Just in case, yeah.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Okay. So the scene, if I'm correct, is a nice, bright, sunny day, about midday. You were doing this around when the reenactment was. It was you called up your contacts, you got them then. Everyone's currently dressed up in plate armor. Blah, you're sort of used to this. Everyone else is just sort of this.
I mean like a fake horse. 'Cause just like
This,
A mechanical horse.
yeah.
I'm starting to understand where this run went wrong.
I've got a feeling we probably have the rigger on the sidelines.
Oh boy.
No, yeah. He's got his drone in the armor, and it's going in for him.
Okay. But yeah, you're in plate armor, so whatever that is, I'll say it's about the size of an armor jacket. And you guys were trying to stab him in the back, so you were on the UK side. Except Mr. Hades, you detected the winds of magic like prickling the back of your neck, and your amulet sort of glows and like vibrates against your chest, and that's when you get this sinking feeling. Oh shit!
And I know this is interrupting, and I'm a dickhead.
No,
for
go
doing
for
this. I had the perfect idea for how to complete this scenario about what part goes wrong with the whole stabbing thing.
Do tell.
Dragon spirit. Stab the guy, and then a dragon spirit materializes. We're at a medieval fair.
Oh god. Yeah.
Then a mythical creature. Oh god.
Okay, that's great. So,
Actually
who was going to
amazing.
do the stabbing?
Who here's good at stabbing? Probably the Witcher.
Tom. Oh no,
me.
I'm
Either the
on.
Witcher or the
I'm on
Paladin.
I'm on detection right now. So
Mind you,
yeah.
I'd probably want the Witcher to do it because I'm
Alright, I
probably
can
not
do it.
okay with that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll do it. Whatever. It's all
Such
like.
cowardice.
Also, for just for whatever, my amulet is actually like dog tags with my experiment serial number like still on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they start going off, and you
Uh-huh.
thrust your blade at him, but it deflects for some odd reason. But you really got in there, and you were going to slice the guy's throat off. And there's this weird chill, and like everyone sort of like saw that happening, and it's like they're not sure what to happen. When out of the ground, this giant beast made of pure fire just rises in the shape of this massive dragon and looks at you with cold black eyes and says,
Shit.
Not Bob's campaign, bitches.
"This place shall serve as your tomb." Roll initiative.
Uh-huh.
You just see me like squeak in my wheelchair as I like slowly turn around.
What is that? That would be
my initiative is so high.
Oh yeah,
Get on my
I'm
level.
completely in my element right now.
Oh yeah, Roll20 has an initiative tracker thing. I forgot that.
that's right. I got 12.
Can't tell if one of the two people watching us is actually impressed with the pentagram penis or they certainly
I
commented
got
on
19.
Oh, it's gone. No.
I had to leave it, otherwise we, banned from Twitch.
it. Oh, too extreme.
It's fine. It's fine. No, I'll just hold this against you to the grave.
Yes.
Oh wait, you still have White Ghost here, Bob?
Yeah, I can't get rid of them.
Have you tried kicking him from the game?
No?
Have you tried calling the Ghostbusters?
Yeah. Who are you gonna call?
Wait, so we actually have people watching?
Got 3 people watching right.
Oh
We'd
no.
be in like a mini battle though, wouldn't we? Like, it would be. I'm assuming we would like choose to stab him like mid battle, so it's kind of like
Yeah, unfortunately that plan kinda goes to crap when the dragon
But,
showed up.
That's right.
yeah,
And
dragon spirit.
internal auto injectors, they're a simple action to activate, aren't they?
I do believe so. Okay, I feel as I'm missing a person. We've got Parker, Janus, Echo, the Judge,
Hades.
Hades.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
It's-
Or Witcher will do.
God,
Like, whatever's
just oh my god, just kill yourself. So much edge there. Do you also play Reaper under that name?
I don't think he gets the job. The joke, not the job. What the fuck's wrong with me? Speak English, me good like.
Oh, 10 out of
Keep
10.
made. Plebeian.
Leaves.
Can I just say that I had a disguise on before we came here?
Yeah. You guys were ready to like do the assassination. It's just
Yeah.
he had a
It went
bodyguard
to
spirit
shit.
that
Yeah.
wasn't detected, and now shit's hitting the fan.
Of course.
Whew, he is not a fast man.
Good.
That's okay. None of us are either, apparently.
I just rolled pretty terrible.
I didn't get a chance to pop Kamikaze because he just kind of came out of nowhere.
Just going to
I mean,
inhale
would you take
jazz.
Kamikaze on like a reenactment thing?
No,
Excuse me.
no.
I know I
I-
do drugs on reenactments.
I take them everywhere. They're internal. I can't get them out.
No, that's the thing,
Crawling in my
they are-
skin.
They are literally inside of my body. Like, I have an auto-injector with fucking inside of me with expanded slots. So,
Jesus.
Wow.
I'm ready to go.
You
Thank
haven't-
God there's
Did
no
you put the
wires.
internal air tank in there, bro? Gotta be sure,
Yeah,
bro. Gotta be sure.
Oh god, I just gotta find spirit rolls. 1 second.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry about that.
Nah, it's all good.
Oh man, I should probably bring up my cheat sheets actually. Oh,
Do you have astral perception, Bluey? Can you actually
Yeah.
see what force this thing's at?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can sense it. While you're looking up spirits, can I do a sensing roll, Nugget? Nugget, not Bob. There.
how dare
Certainly.
So when we got in plate armor, I take it we only have like swords and shit, and they're fake swords.
You could have a gun stashed under your like fake armor, pretty easily. It just might be a bit difficult to pull out, depending on how well you've hidden it.
Everyone's guns are in my horse.
If you hide it under your tassets, it honestly wouldn't be that hard to pull out.
Oh yeah.
God,
No,
I use a
I
sword.
like that idea better. I like the guns are in my horse, aka me.
yeah.
Alright, I did a sensing check as he rose and got 5 successes.
Jesus, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, that's pretty good.
Hey, oh god, you're doing
Hey,
it to
that's
me.
pretty good. Also beautiful.
Oh god, I've got to figure out maths. I hate maths.
Oh no. Shadowrun, the super clunky system. Why do I have to count?
Ah, math,
I don't know.
not math.
You said you were going to run it fast and loose, so you can just make shit up. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I did, didn't I?
Let's pull out the explosive rules. Square root the
Oh jeez. Look at this
Okay.
diameter.
So now we actually have combat rolling again. The fire spirit looks at all of you, and it sees everyone around her, like the mage, and realizes I could kill one of you, but then the other one could shank. You don't hear this in its head,
Yeah.
but it
That
immediately
sneaking
just
suspicion.
it the dragon takes an intake of breath into its flaming mouth, because it's not a dragon made of flesh, it's like a fire beast thing taking the form of a dragon, and it goes and black thick smoke just billows out from its mouth.
Can I counterspell?
You
By dropping my initiative by 5?
can.
Counterspell.
My magic resistance it's only when it's targeted on me though, isn't it? Unless it is.
Yeah, so basically what'll happen is a bubble of air will appear around you as the magical smoke just parts.
Alright, hang on, just let me get
Also,
my dice.
not be engulfed in smog.
Can I take the run for your live action?
It's not a grenade, so no.
Grenade!
Also, Bluey, it's a level of Force 5 spirit.
Oh, okay. I got 6 successes on my counterspell.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Uh-huh.
So, the black smoke just sort of, billows around you, and you hear the coughing of, the nerds who are, getting into it. And then just... some of them taking their helmets off and just going...
Alright, so my initiative drops by 5.
Do we need to make a check of some kind, or is it just Bluey getting hit?
So Bluey's fine, but the billowing smoke is going to hit everyone. And... Can I have everyone...
Possible.
Would people be wearing gas masks?
No.
Okay, no? Cool.
I'm not. I don't know about everyone else, but I'm not.
Reenactment wearing a fucking gas mask in the 100-Year War.
Here's the thing: were those plague masks around at the time?
No, that was
Oh,
kind of like
damn it.
World War
So
One.
clever.
The
Too
bird
far.
masks.
Yeah, the bird
Oh.
mask, because that's
You
what
wouldn't
my
be using
ballistic
that in a
mask is
battle.
based on. Damn it! All right, never mind.
Maybe he was pausing as a sword.
Nah, that's alright,
bow.
that's right, I don't know.
Also, they didn't work at all. But
Oh well.
I mean, if you believed in the Lord our Savior enough, they did. Fucking heathen. All right, can I get you to
Fucking
roll
heathens.
body plus willpower, please?
Yep, sure.
Oh fuck.
Alright. Body plus willpower. Oh yeah, that's a good roll.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine.
I only got one success. Fuck. I think I had the highest dice pool. Oh no, Herbert got higher.
I wanted to counterspell and lose it.
Yeah.
I'd rather just do that than try and resist.
You
So
look
that a
cooler as
counterspell?
well.
Huh?
Was that a counterspell roll, Herbert?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. So
God,
you
like
same
one,
thing.
apparently. Jesus.
However, Tom and Parker and did Dwarfy roll it? Not Dwarfy. Disguiser now.
Yeah. Yes, I got 6 hits.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yes.
You're fucking fine. Everyone else takes 3 stun damage as like the noxious like smoke just gets into your air, like your lungs, and like it's getting in your respiratory system. Actually, shit, no. Tom, you take 3 stun damage. Parker, you take 2 stun damage.
Oh man, this dragon's breath is dank. Oh dude, I'm so high right.
Yeah, it smells disgusting. So what do you do in response? The judge.
The judge stares the spirit in the eye and smiles. And then I charge at the thing with my blade aglow because it's a fucking foci. So.
Fuck yeah. Give me a swing.
I shall slay the dragon.
I'm taking -1 because of pain. Any other negatives or?
Take a -1 because you're currently in smoke, trying to like stab at it. But other than that, you're fine.
6 hits.
Oh,
Hey, boy.
Dice pool. That's your accuracy limit, isn't it?
I think it's 7. Personal. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so your blade is glowing. What color is your blade glowing?
Red.
Oh, nice. So your red like blade just penetrates this demon's heart and like pull it down and like leave a giant gash there. How much damage are you gonna do to that thing?
1 net success, so that would be 10 damage. AP -3.
From now on, he's
And
no
it's a
longer
spirit,
known
it's a foci, so it can only
It's a
use
foci, so
body.
he does not get his hardened armor.
Yeah, no, so
Yeah.
you just and like the like you rip its fucking heart out basically, and like fire just spills from it, and you see its form start to flicker away, but it doesn't completely leave. Echo.
He was not known any longer as the judge, but as the penetrator.
okay.
Kalimar,
I was thinking
Kalimar.
execution.
All right, Echo. What are you doing as like your paladin just fucking screams Deus Vult or some like
Probably
something like
spoken
that.
Latin, honestly, because I do have Latin.
Yeah, screams
Six
out like a
Semper
battle
Tyrannis,
cry.
motherfucker.
Stabs the fucker. What do you do?
The thing that all good mages do when shit goes wrong: go invisible, and then get a job in Australia working in the housing market.
Oh, lovely.
Which is
Okay,
down
so-
under, mate.
Throw your flamey magical bulldrak.
Oh wait, have I actually killed the guy yet?
Not
Uh,
yet.
I hate the spirit. The guy is quite vulnerable at the moment.
We should probably murder the guy. Also, my initiative is higher than it should. I can't.
Ah, yes.
Technically, Janice and Parker are up.
Janice and Parker.
Want to go first, Janice?
It's your choice, man. You go first.
Who has the
Alright.
higher base stats?
I got
Alright.
7.
As my drone is obviously as a footman somewhere in this mess, I'm going to go completely limp in my chair. Obviously, the smoke's done terrible things to me.
Quickly
So,
get the
I
Sharpie
go limp.
markers.
Yeah, and go VR and jump into my drone. So I think that's all my actions done there.
Cool. Yeah, so you slip like you're on, I'm assuming you're on the sidelines, like your actual meat body.
Yeah.
And, like, you're under like a tree, some shaded places. You've got
The
your
really
really command
shittily made
console out, just
horse.
beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, and you
Yeah.
just sort of like slump over, and like before you slump over, you like put like an arrow into your chest as like to show a prop to show that you've been hit and just really good playing dead.
Yeah.
So you're in the middle of the melee, and there's just smoke everywhere, and like you feel your mechanical form just freeing as you can now move your legs.
Mhm.
But yeah.
FLC file of Two Steps from Hell starts playing.
Yeah. I've just got that Game of Thrones song from the latest episode playing.
Exactly, it just keeps
Okay.
going on repeat loop.
All right, now Janus.
Okay, I have two choices right now. I either pretend to not be part of this, or I pull out an SMG and plug the mage.
Just wheel me out of here, bro.
Which one's a Shadowrun rule? Remember that. Which one is a Shadowrun rule? Geek the mage, bro.
Geek mage.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll shoot the fucking mage. I'll
Shoots
get up.
Echo.
And as I say, and so he shoots Echo. Didn't specify which mage. Ooh.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot the actual target.
No, why would you do the efficient thing?
Yeah,
Kill your friends. Listen to the voices in your head.
So I take it I'm at like a penalty for smoking shit.
Yeah, just a -1.
Okay, pray.
Pray for a mojo.
I'm gonna edge that shit.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Okay.
Okay, so he literally cannot avoid this. What gun are you shooting with?
And Ingram Smart Gun X
Classic
Shooting with the
Street Sam
key
bang
remover.
bang.
with APDS because I'm a cunt.
Okay, he did pretty well, but you still hit him. How much damage are you doing?
10 physical, AP -4.
So he was in a suit of armor, but APDS doesn't give a fuck. It does not.
Oh, I would have.
Fuck.
Ingram Smart Gun has to burst fire, so you would have had to take 2 from his dodge stat, unless you already did.
No, so you get 2 more damage.
That's 12p AP -4.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
sheep is a dead sheep.
and then you hear the bing bing bing, like the bullets just like slam through, and then you hear the slightly effeminate scream of a "Ah!" as he falls to the ground, blood splattering everywhere. This may have repercussions. Echo, the target. So, I assume you guys had like a no guns rule before like shit hit the fan because you wanted to do it like it was an accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, shit is hitting the fan.
Shit is hitting the fan. Shit is
Right
hitting
now,
the fan.
we're smoke screen surrounded by a fire spirit.
The amount
Yeah,
of
so they
blood.
couldn't even tell who's the gunner because of the smoke. What?
Yeah, this run was supposed to go wrong anyway.
Oh no, we're actually. It turns out we were in a Quentin Tarantino film this whole time. Blood
It's
shoots
black and
everywhere.
white, Spanish guitar.
Alright, so Echo, you hear the like the classic sound of an Ingram smart gun. Like silence guns are aren't quiet; they're just not as loud. But
Yes, and
so you hear
automatic key remover.
you hear that
Good protocol.
hitting the guy, and you hear the scream. What do you do?
I'm going to calmly evacuate like everyone else is around here because I am completely not implicated in the murder.
This is completely correct, and people are just some of them. Well, you're in the smoke, and as you break out of the smoke, you see the French army have like
Not
begun a
French
charge.
Foreign Legion. Not the French Foreign Legion.
They've begun a charge downhill into your distracted army as you guys were like fighting. It's like they're distracted, charge, and you just hear like people running down with like fake LARP swords, ready to lay on some whoop ass.
Oh no, my worst fear. being charged down by a group of virgins.
Hey, let's face it, fellas, we're terrorists now. As long as we say Alu Akbar, we get
Oh.
72 versions. We'll be right.
I already have 52 virgins in front of me. Why would I do otherwise?
So the people in the smoke melee don't see the oncoming forces, because they're a bit focused on the oh god, that dragon's about to kill me. You then notice the force of just being tackled by just a bunch of people with way too much time on their hands. And you all just get slammed into a melee, and you're not expecting it, and it goes basically as you would expect. People, like, you guys just get smacked to the ground. People are trampling over the target. They don't even realize he's dead. They think he's just, dead. And like, even one of you guys even hear them saying, "Wow, the special effects are really great on this."
Wow, you're really into that. How do you do that? Show me sometime. Oh, silent treatment, huh? What a fucking asshole.
And they're actually starting to fight the spirit, which is
Oh
going
no.
poorly for them. But like they think it's just oh cool, we'll, like and everyone's like, yeah, this is awesome, we're winning.
Dude, best
until
lap
one
ever.
kid
I don't remember this happening.
smacks the side of the dying fire spirit with a great sword. Like it's a prop great sword, so it just kind of and catches fire. And it turns its attention from you, the judge, to this young kid, just sort of like doing this for fun. And it looks deep into his eyes and opens its mouth. Hades, what do you do?
Saying, well, our target. Sorry, was he killed by the SMG, or was it?
He's down and bleeding. You're not sure if he's dead.
He's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna get up anytime soon. So I'm just gonna draw my sword, and like you see, like all these, like dwarven runes just kind of all light up in a sequential order, all dark blue, and yeah, I'm gonna run towards the thing, but I can't exactly attack it, can I?
You can attack it.
Unless you have Jitsu, technically.
Yeah,
I'll let you attack
Playing
it.
hang fast with the rules. So
Yeah.
that's on
All right.
I mean,
So,
it makes sense we already have the sword out, but
yeah. I mean, I had a knife, but whatever. Hang on, just let me count shit, because 16.
Can you quick draw a melee weapon? Because like,
No,
you can.
You
I'll
need
just say-
Aijutsu.
okay,
I think you can, can't you?
yeah, screw Aijutsu. Just roll me a quick draw to pull that out.
Well, what's that one? What's that?
Reaction plus
weapon skill.
weapon skill.
Yeah.
Specialization included?
Yes.
I'm specifically good at quick drawing. That's it. 10 out of
6.
10.
Cool. So yeah, you whooshing, and then you just see the runes like light up.
Alright.
And yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna sprint towards the thing and roll. Fuck, I'm gonna edge that, 'cause that was shit.
Was a bit, yeah.
As you swing, it makes that toy Star Wars sound.
6
lightsaber.
6 hits.
Your blade strikes true down to this like thing's like last shred of essence, and it doesn't like explode. It just sort of like snuffs out as if you were to snuff out a candle, and like the kid is just sort of standing there, like absolutely gobsmacked at you, who just like fucking annihilated it, because the kid sort of realized, oh fuck, that's an actual demon, I'm going to die. And then he sort of looks at you, and then he gets tackled by one of the British people on your side. It's like, rally for our lord, and
For the
like,
Empire!
boom, he just gets tackled.
It's at this point that I stow my SMG.
Ditch it and run!
Cool. So I'm gonna end combat there. As like, do you guys want to try and like double tap the mage, or are you
Yeah, I was
just
gonna
gonna
get my drone to slit his throat. Like, pretty much with his hydraulic legs, just like push through everyone and absolutely make sure it ends his life.
Yeah. Okay. You do that. Is it noticeable that like you're slicing the guy's throat, or are you trying to do it stealthily?
Trying to do it stealthily.
Cool.
Like pretty much like sort of like running past and just slicing it as he goes.
I mean, I may make this as a point. I mean, there is a combat happening around you. They're eventually going to notice the bullet holes when they do the autopsy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there needs to be a stealthy way about this.
At about this point, they realize that their leader is dead, in quotation marks, and like the British army goes, "Fuck, no, we meant to rout. Fall back! The British have won the day! The French have won the day!" And they're all retreating. Meanwhile, what do you guys do?
Retreat with them. No, we
Yeah.
lost. Ooh.
Oh no!
Call the car.
I lack the ability to really act, so I'm just kind of put my sword away, just walk in the direction all my people, like my team's running in.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then that sounds like a good plan.
So as you guys
Oh yeah,
sort
and
of
also
like,
clean my blade of. Wait, no, I didn't kill him. No, I'm fine. I have no blood on it. Yeah, but I suggest anyone that did hit him with the blade actually clean their blade.
Yeah, I just wipe it off with my jerkin.
Wipe it off in his face.
so as you guys are like retreating, you hear a and Parker, this is bringing back memories for you.
Yeah.
That's not the police. That's
No.
motherfucking dock wagon. And they are flying in via helicopter. They're just going.
I double tapped him though. Yeah. Like.
He's dead, but they're still.
Yeah. Good.
No,
Yeah, they're
trying
still
to
gonna do
retrieve
their
him.
best. I'm just confirming.
Yeah,
Okay, can we like get out?
Yeah, I've called the car like around to like a side area, so like a stage sort of entrance.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you guys like run backwards and like retreat into like the forest sort of area where the Britons were having their base. And you guys,
I'd kind of go where they're going and then just break off as soon as it's pretty,
Yes.
good time to.
so you break line of sight and sort of like run around to like the car park next door where you like a bunch of people, and you just sort of wheel yourself out with like this horse like painted like sort of like
It's like a cardboard horse.
yeah like those like costumes awesome people make for like their
Halloween.
paraplegic
Yeah,
Halloween kids.
that's exactly what I'm thinking.
It's like that but lower quality.
Oh, okay.
So you're sort of like wheeling out, there's cardboard falling off because you're like, you can't be fucked like fixing it. You're going to get out of here before the cops get here. And like, yeah, what car do you have?
I have a GMC something or other. Give me a second.
Bulldog.
Bulldog, that's the one. Step
Now
man.
give it a Frenchy as fuck name.
A French bulldog.
Le Bulldog.
Never get lost.
A
Le
Fiat
Bulldog.
Bulldog. So,
Yeah.
and it sort of
The
opens.
bulldog comes around.
Comes around, have to wait for it to lower its ramp so he can get inside.
I'm just sitting there like tapping my hands, being like, "Come on!"
Until the Witcher gets like impatient and just fucking throws you in the van.
So you all pile into the van and like slam the door closed, which is when you guys start to hear the buzzing and whirring of the actual police sirens because they sort of like rock up a bit later than Dock Wagon. Give me a charisma plus driving roll.
Wow, that's an interesting role, but okay.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have
Wow.
good charisma.
And while you're at it, put it in that mixtape marked Great Escape. It's got all the best hits on there. From Benny Hill to the actual Great Escape theme.
Give me a strength plus spellcasting roll.
I feel like this is going to be important, so I'm gonna edge this, break the limit or whatever it
This
is.
is like
Oh,
it's
okay.
not a reaction test because it's not quick driving and
Yeah,
smooth
it's-
sailing. It's I'm trying to go under the radar, just drive like a normal person, and it's that sort of deal. So you do it really well. Like you just sort of like exiting the area, and you see a police car just sort of like roll up, and a couple ambulances behind it, and another police car, and it's not a big turnout, but the paramedics inside the ambulances are actually a SWAT team.
Mm.
Because-
Yeah, no, I can tell from the look of them.
Yeah, no,
Because
no
Dock Wagon already
paramedic.
showed up.
Yeah, no paramedic wears body armor unless, like, of that description, unless.
Dockwagon does.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, they're not like Dockwagon. These are just actual, ambulance sort of.
Oh, so it's
people.
Crash
Yeah.
Cart.
Yeah, Samu something or other.
I will not have you sullying the name of Crash Cart. They're faster than Dockwagon, and I can prove it.
It's Samu National Medical.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, yeah.
These are it's the French division. They are Le Crash Cart.
Okay, so do you guys have like a safe house you go to, or do you just split up into different teams and lay low? What's your plan after a run that goes
Went that
south?
shit.
I didn't go that shit. You killed the guy, but
Yeah.
you have this odd sinking feeling that he's gonna screw you over and not pay you.
I will organize a safe house if anyone wants to join me. We can hang out at like some
You
motel.
guys should have had
somewhere.
I
one
pretty much
beforehand.
live.
Yeah,
Actually, we'd have one as a team. It makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
We have like a favored safe house sort of area. It's 2 years. We have one.
Cool. You guys get to design, like, come up with the design of it. What is it? Where is it? All that kind of stuff.
And then Bank Vault, best one.
Yeah. Like it's
Old
an abandoned
French
bank that we like retrofitted to be a Faraday cage, and we organized some people to chuck some
I like it.
boarding things and
That
stuff
is
on
my
it.
that is always my favorite Shadowrunner base idea. I do love
Yeah.
it so.
Banks
Like-
are awesome.
It's not like a modern bank. It's like a
Old
sort of
one.
like old bank.
there was
'cause Paris
actual-
is a very old city.
Where they have a
Yeah.
giant safe and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. So you got to go underground a bit to get there, and you sort of like roll into the bank vault, and you close the door, and the Faraday cage is on, and you're basically sort of cut off from the world wirelessly, except for one connection to a Tridio set, so you can watch
Yep.
the news.
Exactly.
Of course, Batman.
And there's ramp access as well, just throwing that out there.
Of course.
Yeah,
Everywhere has to have ramp access. The extra point, the extra points in the living cost aren't actually from it being safe or secure. It's from the
Yeah.
fact that we have to put ramps in everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you guys roll your mystery machine into the garage and
Let
roll
me-
out. What's every end, like, I'll go down the list. What are your guys' post-run rituals? Every Shadowrunner probably has them, whether it's down a half bottle of whiskey and like just cry yourself to sleep, or have a cigarette, or just go to bed. Everyone has like these rituals they do after a Shadowrun, either through like superstition or just out of habit. So, Bluey, what does Hades do?
Out of habit, I kind of go into a meditative state and observe the astral plane around me. Just kind of taking everything in, learning, all that.
So you close your eyes and open your third, and you see the beautiful, beautiful world of the astral around you. You see the microorganisms on every little thing, just giving the world a beautiful glow. And because you're underground, you feel protected, and inside Gaia's warmth that cannot be penetrated by anything magical. And you do your regular checks of security, making sure there's nothing tampered. And yep, everything looks normal. And you
Feels
just sort of
essential.
it sort of calms you down. You've just murdered a kid, so like
Oh, so I didn't. What?
Yeah,
murdered a guy.
murdering foreign dignitary children.
He wasn't a kid. It was like, he was like
20,
elf.
30s.
Who can tell with
Probably like
elves? Besides, doesn't matter. Might not have even been a he. It's an elf.
All right, Parker, what do you do?
So I pretty much it's pretty much a clean and maintenance for my drone mainly, and then like I go over the car with like tag erasers and everything. Just that thing to relax me a little bit. It's that maintenance sort of habit.
False comfort provided by these little.
Yeah. I disinfect all my stuff and check everyone over for bullet holes, even if they don't let me touch them. I just eye them up.
Yep. You look at Hades as he's currently meditating. You're like, nah, he's all right.
Yeah,
You've
Not gonna
learnt not to
disturb
touch him.
yeah. I've learnt the hard way not to disturb him.
Right, Janice, what do you do?
I spent some time sat in front of a mirror and design a new face to use on a run.
Yep.
I never use the same face twice.
Fair enough. What
What
did
if you
your
forg-
old face look like?
What if you forget a face and accidentally do the same face twice? But then
I have pictures.
Are they like old school where you like take the thing and it comes out with like a little photo that you have to shake and
a
stuff?
Polaroid, and you don't shake them,
Polaroid,
by
that's
the
what it's
way.
called.
If
Yeah.
you shake Polaroids, it damages the picture.
They're old school, so therefore it's Snapchat. He has like a selfie.
Yeah. Gotta get
That's
the
a
right
selfie
filters.
stick.
Oh, lovely.
My face on that run was a guy who stiffed me at a bar one time. I used his face for that run. I'm like, assassination job. I know which one I'm using this time. I know what I'm doing.
Girlfriend cheated on you with someone. Use his face for the next big showy assassination.
My next face currently has a beard that's 3 meters long and dark red hair.
Nice.
Just to completely.
Scottish.
Yes. I'll put on a Scottish accent.
So, blah. What does the judge do after a successful war?
Probably some praying. Probably sit down in the corner or on the ground. Get out his prayer beads and all that stuff. Probably in like a pose, where they put the sword down and speaks in Latin for a while. What he's really doing that is actually convening with his mentor spirit during this time, the wise warrior, like asking if he could have done the things that he did better and what he did wrong, and doing penitence for anything if he did wrong, which I don't think he didn't do anything overly dishonorable during that run, so he probably wouldn't have to do anything.
Can I see this
Play
in the
yourself,
astral?
bro.
Yeah, in the astral, at least how I'm doing it is that my mentor spirit looks like a dude in plate armor, like just behind me, kind of just like guiding my movements, like mimicking them.
Yeah, so Bluey, you don't see the mental spirit because the bond is very tied to the person, but you do feel that there is another presence with the judge at almost all times.
Yeah.
And like you occasionally can see him communicating with it. So let's role play this bit. What would be the first question or like forgiveness you would ask of your mental spirit?
Well, first I'd probably do like a prayer with him for a bit, like a normal prayer, because my guy doesn't even know who this guy is. He was probably like a holy man, or something like a paladin, righteous man in the old times. He doesn't really know who he is.
There's nothing. Ghosts don't exist.
Attached to him. But yeah, no, I'd basically ask if I did right by him and by the code that I have put forward and all that stuff in that run, and have my actions being dignified and stuff like that.
So you ask him for guidance, and he says, "You are the judge of the guilty and the innocent. You are the protector. You are the sword that protects those who need it most. Whom hath you protected today?"
Yo, man, that was some whack move. Why'd you do that?
So yeah, he just says that he protected his friends, but he slayed down a mage. He doesn't know if he was an innocent man or a guilty man. Actually, he probably would have researched. Well, who was this man? Was he guilty of anything? Or?
So this man had some sort of elven bulldrek name that you can hardly pronounce. He was a diplomat from one of the princes of Tirtanog, Shirshinog, whatever it is, and he was in Paris to solidify like the diplomatic trade agreements and all that kind of boring trade stuff.
Mostly works for Google.
Yeah, but he was like one of the prince's underlings, so he was sort of high up.
Mm-hmm.
And your mental spirit replies with, even though thou hast slain a witch who surely devotes his life to Satan and the black arts, know that even the wicked can be redeemed.
Except for Keebs, fuck them, they should all die.
Yeah. Well, he basically asks if he needs to show any penance for his actions and what that punishment will be upon himself.
The next time someone in need comes to you, your task is to aid them.
He nods and he thanks him for his time, and probably does another prayer or two.
Yeah. And Hobo, last but not least, you're back in safety, quotation marks. What does your character do? Drink and smoke.
Like any good Shadowrunner does.
So, what is your drink of choice?
Whiskey. One.
Excellent. However, as you go to the cabinet, you realize you're out of whiskey.
What's fermenting in the cabinet?
An old
Does anyone
potato.
else have anyone else have like alcohol that they would have placed in the liquor cabinet?
I have like.
No, my character
ethanol.
hates alcohol.
Probably some
Alcohol.
high class shit.
Alcohol like takes a while to work on me.
I have methylated spirits.
Oh, I look like a bogan? Jesus.
Mix
Look,
it,
it's
with some,
disinfecting
Why don't I just go
stuff,
half
alright?
paint while I'm at it?
mix it with some red cordial. I'm good.
Yeah.
So, high class shit and metho.
And by high class shit, I of course mean goon.
Oh, I was about to ask, is it wine? Are you doing wine because we're in France? Fucking right.
No, I'm doing goon because I always have goon on my Shadowrun.
Okay, so there's this weird boxed wine sort of thing there that
I'd rather...
you know that like one of your teammates drink it, but do you want to risk it?
No, I'm going to take it out though and leave it to drain in the sink while I go out to the stuffer shack. And I'm leaving it in the bathroom, not the kitchen sink, so he actually has to go looking
Down the
for where his
toilet.
box wine went. Yeah, it's in the toilet. And then I'm going to leave a post-it note on it that says shit belongs in the toilet, not in the cabinet.
Fucking cold.
I also ask if anyone else wants burritos because I'm going out and getting burritos as well.
Oh, hells yeah.
Yes, I'll have one. Do you want me to go out instead, though? I mean, I don't know if the police are looking for us.
I mean, like, I'm not implicated in this, but yeah. I mean, does anyone want to come? I mean,
I'll come with, whatever.
Sure,
Do
okay.
something.
Taking orders, who wants what?
Just give me
One
a
of
very,
everything.
very spicy burrito.
Very,
What's your
very spicy
spicy
burrito. Would you like the blood of the innocent with that as well? No? Okay. My firstborn. God, your name is fucking edgy. We got a spicy burrito. Yo, Judge, you want anything?
Right now he's praying and he just ignores you. Like you don't exist.
Right.
I say
Protestant-
he'll take a spicy burrito as well because he likes to purge his body of everything that's
I know it's cool. I know exactly what he wants. Same as always, a Protestant whore.
You can see he slightly winces as you say that, but he continues on in murmuring in Latin.
He just starts murmuring louder.
Now it's
louder and faster in frustration.
starts asking for forgiveness for the fuckwits that surround him.
Yeah.
Are you sure these men around me are innocent? Like I really don't mind.
What have I done to
No,
deserve
they're
this
not. But you have to
punishment?
guide people. After all, you were the
Yeah,
judge.
exactly.
And I only give ribbings every now and again.
Echo, what's Echo's goal for Shattering, by the way?
His goal is to not be caught and tried for war crimes. He would also prefer to be able to retire somewhere remote where they can't find him, and if they do find him, that he makes sure that they all die trying. You know, the typical
Awesome.
Shadowrunner goal.
Cool.
Having a bunker rigged with traps so that anyone who does eventually come and kill them dies a horrible death.
So,
The real question: does it have wheelchair access?
Of course it has wheelchair access. So you lure them to a false sense of security.
Oh, good.
so who's going on the Macca's run?
Janice.
We're getting kebabs as well. Not just stopping with burritos, we're getting kebabs.
Yeah. Park crawl pass. He's busy explaining to his drone what a burrito run is.
You know, you talking to it
Why do
doesn't
you
help.
need to run to ingest fuel?
So we don't have holes like you do.
Beep boop.
Oh, we
That
do.
seems inefficient.
You're wrong about that. We all have orifices.
We-
Some more than others.
Yeah. So as you can see, this is going to be a long conversation trying to explain it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You know what would be an interesting topic for you to have with him right now? Just make sure that you teach your child about the sex talk. I'm sure your robot wants to learn all about
The
what the other
birds
two
and the
orifices are
bees.
for.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
Yes,
A man gets lonely, okay?
but doesn't
So,
matter.
is
'cause we're
anyone
getting
watching
kebabs.
something on the trids?
Yeah. I'd be having it up like in the corner.
Cool. So just keep that in the back of like everyone's mind. You got the trids on. Meanwhile, on the burrito run, we've got Janice and Echo. Everyone else is either too busy or praying the guilt away.
Pray into the Lord before he starts whipping himself.
Cool. So you guys head out. Do you have a second motor vehicle, or are you taking the team van?
Taking the team
Sorry,
van
the
is
team
unadvised.
I was like, whose van is this?
I've got a motorbike.
Yeah, I've got one too. Don't touch it.
Oh, so touchy.
Cool. So you guys are taking your motorbikes?
Yeah, of
I
course.
was just gonna walk it. I'm in no real hurry.
That's true. Yeah, you
Besides,
can.
they have checkpoints where they check people. They pull you over if you're driving. Why would I want that? Why would I want to risk getting my ID scanned more than necessary? It's not like I'm bringing
That's
back
actually
an
a really
entire
good
catering party.
Good
Fair
point.
enough.
Good point. I will walk
Sorry?
to them. It's a good point. I will walk to them.
All right. So you sort of like exit the tunnel entrance and all that kind of stuff wherever it comes out, and a few hours have passed. Actually, no, like it's still like day, but do you want to say a few hours have passed actually, so we can cyberpunk the fuck out of it?
Sure.
Oh, I mean,
Okay.
what's the point if we don't cyberpunk the fuck out of it?
So it's raining and night and neons everywhere. And
Where,
you're
where are
walking-
the whores at? Where are the strippers?
So you're currently in like Old Town, and like you're not in the prettiest district of Paris, probably because most of the tourists ignore it. So it's the best place for you to, have your illegal operations running out of it. So you've got your low rent gangs sort of like walking around out in the open. It's not the Barons by any means. Cause they can't have open warfare in the streets, but it's still like a skeezy sort of place. And there's like, babes, like flashing sign off in the right, and there's all these other like flashing information overloads. But there it is, your prize. What is the name of the kebab shop?
It's not a shop. It's a kebab stand.
Kebab stand. I
It's
love it.
called
Actually, I've got the fucking perfect name for this.
Called
Oh,
Curry
I
in a
ran a-
Hurry.
It's not chicken. It's not kitten. It's chicken.
I actually wrote up a kebab shop. Where did I put it?
It's real meat in quotation marks, and the quotation marks are faded and scratched.
Oh, but no, that was for an Australian kebab shop. That wouldn't make sense here. Okay,
All else fails, le kebabs.
kebabs. Okay, yeah, no, and this
back end blasters.
Gonna say this like sort of like big kind of orc guy. He looks I'm just trying to remember the country. Oh god. No, like kebab shop.
Lebanese.
That's the one.
Okay. Giant
yeah,
Lebanese orc.
Yeah, he's just kind of there. He's got like a patchy sort of beard. He's got like a scar on his cheek, and he sort of looks you up and down and says, my favorite customers, come.
Yeah. The usual order. We'll get some kebabs to go.
And he starts making it and put it in and all that kind of stuff, and like puts it away and like says, and he hands it to you, and he gives you this big groovy grin and says, anything else?
That's it for the night. Just remember, if any of those punks give you problems again with your van, just let us know.
You are truly a word.
I am not so good at the English yet.
Yeah.
I leave him a picture of my new Scottish face, just in case. I say, this guy might be stopping by soon. Just
So
don't
he
kill him.
smiles and all that kind of stuff. So that was only step 1 of your journey. Step 2 of your journey is the Stuffer Shack. Oh, the almighty Stuffer Shack, bastion of 6th world civilization.
Bastion
Where
of-
would you be without it?
Home of the all-day burrito.
Not
It's-
funding blood magic as well would be.
It's got its yellow and red signs because, fuck the Parisian zoning board. It can have whatever neon it wants. And it's got it gives you comfort from the rain, and it's got like this nice sort of warmness, and there's the usual sort of welcome to Les Stuffer Shack. How can I take your order kind of guy sitting behind there, underpaid, underworked, the usual kind of thing. And immediately, I'm assuming Echo just hounds in on the whiskey aisle.
Oh yeah. Also gotta make a stop to get some cheap tequila. We're gonna call this one 72 Virgins. Either one.
Okay, so as you're in the Stuffer Shack, what are you grabbing, Janice?
I'm wearing my form-fitting body armor, and I've got electrochromic clothes on top of it, so that I can change the color of them.
No, like what are you buying?
Oh, what am I buying? Shit. I don't know, more goon.
Okay. So you go over to the fine imported wines, and then a couple blocks over, and they're like, there you go. And
I'll probably grab some actual liquor as well.
Yeah, I see him go over there towards the goon, and I'm just like, you might as well drink sewage water while you're at it.
And then I'll pick up some actual, I don't know, fucking whiskey. Whiskey's alright, I guess. No, vodka. Get vodka.
Good with his vodka. I'm going to pick up Comrade Vlad's vodka.
Yes, very good vodka.
Yeah, exactly why it's being sold at a Stuffer Shack. Also gonna,
It's just got like this crazy orc and Ushanka with a thumbs up saying, very good vodka, or we kill you.
can't have spicy food without hard alcohol. Need them spirits,
Cannot go wrong combining them.
I've had enough spirits for today, man.
So as you guys, so as you guys,
Took
are
you
sort
a
of,
while.
like,
Lose one karma.
as you guys are like sort of like moving towards like the brain dead sort of like, thank you for working at Stuffer Shack kind of guy. You see, they've got like a Tridio set playing, and it's not playing the news because who gives a shit about the news? It's playing a talk show, not a sort of a talk show-ish kind of thing. Like it's one of those late night political shows.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And on it, it says inequality between the classes. And it's got like a variety of people. You've got like basically a homeless guy. It's got like a young university student, a wage slave, a presenter, and looks like some corporate slicked up guy, and like under them they've all got their net. Fuck it, no, it's Worm Talk.
Worm Talk. And
It's
no orc representation, as I thought.
It's French Worm Talk, and it's Dunkelzahn talking to a bunch of French people, because it's French edition, about the inequality, and it's got like Joe Schmo, the hobo, and like Frank, whatever name, like a bunch
He's
of
covered wars,
Frank Walker from National Tiles.
a bunch of like, you know, names, but the person who really sort of sticks in your mind is the guy who actually looks like he has money, apart from Dunkelzahn, of course, whose name is Lucas Blanc, and he's got short black hair, a trimmed goatee, and he's got like blue sort of eyes. And basically what's happening is he's saying that, like, they're saying it's so hard to get ahead in the world, like we can't get jobs because we gotta go to university, but we can't because I didn't get a good enough education, and all, like, basic, you know, this is a dystopia, it sucks, fix it. And
I make the offended comment in French that Dunkelzahn ran for president.
And like Mr. Blanc is like dealing with these questions, and like he's laying down charisma and being really good at negotiating. He's sort of like leaving them in the dust when like the university student comes up and says, you know, it'd be much easier for me to find a good paying job and, you know, start buying a house and all these things I want to do if you elves retired. Yeah, I said it. You elves just don't age. You just stay in the employment market. How are we supposed to get ahead if there's no job description because you pointy-eared cablers and like it beep like last second.
Fucking keep.
And Dunkelzahn has to step in, and he goes, now, and he's got this beautiful like Dunkelzahn voice. It just sort of soothes the entire room. And you're like, this guy's all right, even though he's a dragon. I probably hate him. And he sort of calms the debate down, and like on all the social media, people are tweeting in, "Oh my god, young people are racists. This is awful." That kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If I had an account, I'd leave a comment just simply stating, "Talk about racism. Where are the orcs? The real prejudice."
So the wage slave in front of you says, "That'll be $20, please. €20, please."
While this is happening, I pull out a metalink.
Yeah.
And I pull out a metalink and I start posting on their forum something like, I participated in a planned assassination for actually no, I don't do that. That sounds like
I don't incriminate myself on.
I was just gonna incriminate the random guy because fuck it, why not? But I suppose that'd get us more than him.
Yeah.
I pay the man his filthy euros.
Why can't they just pay American and New Yen like everyone else?
Why can't they be like the UK and leave the European Union?
Oh jeez. Topical.
Topical.
6th edition, here we come, where real life becomes Shadowrun.
So yeah, you guys get your alcohol, and then as you're leaving it, this sort of street youngin', probably an orphan, sort of like runs into you, and please make a reaction plus agility test, Hobo.
Why you gotta pick on me? Why you know I'm bad at these
Roll
things?
initiative.
I'm gonna spend edge. Who likes to waste edge?
How many do you have?
The hobo knocks into you and steals your. Sorry, the kid steals your soul.
So
I gotta roll
you're
two more
fumbling like,
dice.
oh shit, and like you're about to drop the
Oh, not my kebabs.
the whiskey. It's a mix. Like, you could have dropped both things. Now you're only going to drop one thing: your kebab or your whiskey.
Not dropping the
Oh,
whiskey.
Yeah.
I
I
am
was gonna say-
dependent for a reason. I am dependent on this alcohol to live.
So like, you drop both, and like your mind just goes save whiskey. Oh god! And like you just clamp down on that thing, and the kebab just falls to the ground. And the guy goes, "Sorry, Mister. I have a letter for you." And he holds out like this envelope in actual paper. And you haven't seen one of these ever, really? Have you? Like, you've seen the symbol on like a mail like message when you get like a notification, but
No, I've been to
letters.
second and third world countries. I know what paper looks like.
oh, so yeah, you like, oh, how quaint. And then he sort of like just runs off into the night, and like cyberpunk jazz music is playing in the background because of course it is.
Shoot a grapple hook out of his hand and he runs off into the distance.
Spider-Man's theme starts playing. I have a moment of silence for our fallen kebabs,
We're gonna have to
and
go
then collect
back,
them
aren't we?
anyway because a little bit of dust isn't going to hurt me. I've already got plenty of diseases.
I'm not eating that. We're going back.
No, yours is fine. It was just Hobo's cell.
It's cool.
Cool. So you
I'm
guys
still in the
make it-
Stuffer Shack. I'll just get nachos.
Cool. You get your
Horrible
nachos
Stuffer Shack nachos.
with cheese-ish. It's a cheese-like substitute.
Yeah,
It's a substitute of a substitute.
it is. This
Hey,
is
man,
Stuffer Shack.
substitutes are expensive.
These nacho substitutes aren't even nacho substitutes.
They're Cheeto substitutes.
Oh, we're going 3 layers deep, man. This is an Inception with nachos.
So you guys make it back to the. Does it have a name? Has someone given it like the Shadowrunner Cave or something like that? Or is it just the Vault?
It's called the Abyss.
Oh,
Here lies the
Hades
abyss.
named it. No, but we should probably open the letter before we take it back, because I don't want to open letter bombs inside of bases unless I have to ride this railway. Choo choo.
No, you can open beforehand.
I'm just gonna open this and get some magic dust in my face and become a zombie. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
No, it's
Oh, if you become a zombie, don't worry. I'll put you down.
I know you would, buddy. I did the same for you.
it's actually a very gilded sort of piece of paper. Looks like almost a wedding invitation.
But cordially
Um,
invited to go fuck yourself at the gallows.
And on it says confess your sins, but sins is written
Thomas.
What did I do?
and it has a time and a place. The time is 9 p.m., which is 2 hours from now, because it is winter, and winter it gets dark and rainy. And it is close to you, and you know it's in the old cathedral sort of district where all the churches are.
Cool. Is this in cursive?
Yes, it is.
I can't read this shit, and I just hand it off to the other person.
Can we get back?
Yeah. No, we're going back now. I basically open the letter, see it, and it's like it's in cursive. I can't read the shit. I just stuff it back in.
Not a bomb. All right, we're good.
Yeah. Not a bomb. I'm gonna have a look at. I will have a
Not like
quick.
Ant.
I will have a quick peek around for spirits, because that's always a good one. After being handed strange gilded letters written in cursive, fucking dead media in a second world country.
Yeah, no, there's no spooky, scary skeleton spirits just hanging around. It's just a kid.
If there were
who's giving you a
spooky,
letter.
scary skeleton spirits hanging around, I'd hang with them because they are down to hang. It's regular spirits you're gonna be worried about. See, at least I know the intentions of the spooky, scary skeletons. They just want to spook. They want to have a good time, man. That's all they want to do.
No, all they want to do is burn you.
Well, welcome to the Bone
Damn.
Zone.
cool.
Do we reckon we could get back to our base inform everyone else, and then still make it to the cathedral on time?
Yeah, easily.
I think that was the intention.
Yeah.
After what seems to be like an age, finally the face and the mage, like, you hear them walking up and like jingling with keys and opening the door and going through like security checks and walking in with soggy nachos and kebabs. And
Ugh.
you also notice that they've got like booze fucking all over them. As in, like, in bottles. They've just bought shit tons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just like poured it all over their bodies.
Yeah.
We're home.
I walk over to the table. Who has been working at the table, and what is on the table?
There's a whole bunch of like just medical
And
gear.
now it's
like...
off the table.
Okay.
Just with one.
So all like my scalpels and shit just go flying across the room.
No, not violently. I just kind of like. I'm basically just sliding them, like, whatever's in the way of where the alcohol will be sitting and where the kebabs will be sitting is just pushed.
Oh yeah. I like managed to catch it before it falls off the table.
Right, the doctor's back and he's prescribing. The prescriptions are here as well. I got kebabs and burritos. Who wants them?
Better hand me my
What do you
medicine.
Yep, sounds good.
Go over to the sink and pull out the shot glasses.
Yeah.
Do either of you mention the very nice letter you received?
Yeah, I also asked which one of you can read cursive, and
Like
I'm
character,
gonna
I guess,
assume
puts
that's
his hand
meant.
up.
Yeah, like mine puts his hand up as well.
I'm gonna guess like half of the people are just like,
Yeah,
what the fuck is cursive?
even- I put my hand up.
Okay, one of you three can.
My character all does his usual spiel about poisoning the body and stuff when he sees the alcohol and the disgusting food, and warns everyone about him biting it.
Then grabs a burrito.
I'm not a big religion buff. What, didn't your Messiah or something like that turn his own blood into alcohol? That seems a tad bit judgmental on your part. As I just throw the letter, I just flick the letter to whoever's closest.
Yeah, I grab the
that's
letter and look at him
religious.
and say, "You know nothing about my beliefs, so you can go fuck yourself."
Who would have guessed
I,
the religious zealot would
in-
be a bit judgy?
No. In response to Thomas, I say the difference between a poison and a drug is the dose. Doesn't matter. Anything could kill you, but that's not poison unless he's overdosing on it.
Look,
So
in our
quick
line of
to
work,
judge.
And you know what? I thought
poisoning
since we
ourselves- killing ourselves with alcohol is the least of our worries.
our cells are degenerating or reaching the heat death of the universe, but that doesn't matter because I bought booze and kebabs. So it's spicy food and hard alcohol all round.
Awesome.
And to celebrate the occasion, I even got us a bottle of 52 versions tequila. Celebrate the virgins we were around today.
Beautiful.
My character also rolls his eyes at that.
I'm painfully quiet at your joke. You're just like,
You can see my character almost says something to kind of retort, like, "You don't fucking know anything about reenactments. Like, these people are normal people. Like, they're not virgins." And then, but he just kind of stops and just goes, "Yeah, there's no point."
Wait,
It's-
question: Has the judge taken a vow of chastity?
No.
Okay, cool. Just thought that would
not
be
a
prudent.
priest, he's a judge.
maybe if he went down that path of the
No,
Templar
I mean,
orders.
he's definitely going to choose the right person, and he would definitely. Oh, I don't know. Like, he's not interested in that.
Oh.
Honestly, he really isn't.
It's fair.
Fair enough.
He
Yeah.
thinks only of his
so-
duties. Truly a civilized, chivalrous man.
But
True
yeah.
gentleman.
Anyway,
who read the
yeah,
letter?
I check out the letter. Yeah. So yeah, I read it. Seeing what they see, and intrigued. Do I have a knowledge that applies to, I don't know, anything like this?
Religion?
I have nobility and underworld. I don't have religion, funnily enough.
Wow.
I have politics if it helps.
Like
Actually, I'm going to
anything-
get rid of underworld and put religion because I don't know why. That's weird.
What to say? You just chastise someone for not knowing anything about religion when your character has no ranks in knowledge religion.
Then you're like, you turn around, you're like, well, tell me about it. Then you're like, well,
Oh, fuck!
you know.
Your mental
Yeah,
spirit,
cool.
bail me out here.
Oh, this is great.
Cool.
I only got one success.
You know these churches were like built way back. They're very old. A lot of them have been abandoned because they're not pretty enough to show off to the tourists. So it's like a toss-up if it's going to be a drug den or if there's actually like, you know, people go there as a church.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, my character's going to want to go, because I'm assuming we can't really do calls inside the place where we're in right now, the bunker. So he's going to want to make some mobile phone calls to some of his contacts about who the sin is because he's very suspicious. He doesn't want it to be some secret group or anything. He wants to make sure. And he doesn't really want to go either. It's up to you guys. But he says he's going to make some calls to check on it. And he leaves at this point.
Well, we haven't been paid yet, so this might allow for an
Well,
opportunity
someone has to
to
call
get
in the
paid.
job.
Yeah. If we try and call,
For
we're
some
just going to
reason,
get
I
a dead
don't
end
think
number.
we are going to get paid.
What's going on in the background there?
Cool. So you step out. He steps outside. I got to imagine like Comlix is like bulky fucking cell phones from the 90s.
Well, I mean, by this point in time, what is it? The actual decks are about another size of keyboards. So
Yeah, we're going real retro tech as like best we can. So, anyone else gonna do anything? Or are we just gonna make some calls?
I mean,
Yeah, no, I'm going to continue watching the news.
if only I submerged and had that weird thing where I could trace things from their past based on strong emotions. It'd be really useful for a gilded letter.
Breaking news! Tier diplomat shot dead at reenactment. And then like it cuts to like this reporter. Yes, there what broke out in the melee soon turned to violence as the man assassinated blah 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 blah. Police are certain that they have the citizen, like the criminals who have done this in custody, and the public do not need to fear. This act of terrorism will not go unpunished, and like they start like this is a worldwide news sort of thing because someone just killed a diplomat
Or a dignitary, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of fucking huge. But you know they're sort of bullshitting about the fact that they've got someone because they don't have you.
Shows the picture of the dude's face from the bar that you fucking were hiding under.
No terrorist organizations has yet stepped forward to take responsibility for.
That's true. None have. Yeah. So yeah, you're outside of the Faraday cage. You pull out your antennae on your comlink and punch in some numbers. Who are you calling?
All right. I am going to be calling. What is his name? My my family friend, Radovic, who is a part of the Templars. I'm just going to ask him some questions.
What sort of nationality is he?
I have no idea. I just that's the name I thought of, which is from Witcher apparently. So whatever.
Radovid.
Yeah,
It's Polish then. Like in Polish.
Yeah,
Oh
Polish,
God, I
why
can't
not?
do Polish, but I'll try.
Some kind of Scandinavian type accent.
Watch me
Croatian.
butcher it. It'd be great. So you call him up and says, "Hello."
Yeah, and this would be on like a special phone as well. Like I don't call him on his normal contact. This would be like a burner that I've given him or something like that.
Like, what's your character's actual name?
Oh, I do have that written down. Give me a sec. No, apparently I didn't. I thought I had one. Well, I don't know.
Name is
What's a
Killjoy.
French name? Someone give me a French name.
Jean-Claude.
Sure,
Jean-Claude.
I am Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Au revoir.
let me butcher this.
No, Jean-Luc Picard.
Hello, John. How can I assist you?
Yeah, I just kind of give him the normal pleasantries, ask how everything's been, and then I also
Everything's all right.
Go on.
I guess. How are you?
He says, "I'm good. Recently completed the job, and I'm once again checking in if the Templars are, or I'll probably use a different word, honestly, than the Templars, but
The
my
order.
enemies are the Order or something is heard wind of my situation, or they are picking up on it. You might have seen it. A foreign dignitary that disappeared or brutally murdered.
That was. Oh. The news said they. You're not calling me from prison, are you?
No. They want to make sure people don't freak out, obviously. Or they caught someone else that was not at all to do with the murder. Don't worry, it was very unlikely they would have seen our faces. So we should be fine, but I'm
Apart
just...
from my face, I made sure to flash that around.
We were clad in full battle gear. There, could they see our face?
But yeah,
alright.
he just asked if the Templars have heard wind, and then well, yeah, has he?
No, but you do know that the Order did not. Fuck up. My accent is completely.
Just
scattered.
don't worry about it, man.
He's Australian.
I'm not
now.
doing a French accent, so
You should, I'm making it British because I can do British. You should know that the Templar, the Order, would seek to gain from this. Their relationships with the tier, and he says it incorrectly. The relationship with the tier have been rather glacial as of late. Yes, this would be in their favor, so I do not know if anyone has set you up for this. We haven't. There haven't been any calls for extrajudicial assassinations. At least my understanding is that, and I believe is actively hunting for you. You are still on many watch lists in the Order, but you seem to be slipping past them quite admirably.
Also, I received a mysterious letter, and I read the letter to him, and telling him also specifically how sin is spelled, because it's weird. Isn't that spelled like how you would put like a sin? Like, I have a sin.
Yes, a system identification number.
And I asked him if he's ever heard of anything like this. I also describe, I don't know if there's a seal on it or anything like that, because I want to get... Yeah.
There was a seal, actually. And, like, you describe it to him, and he sort of blinks. Like, I'm assuming it's like a video call. So, like, he sort of...
yeah, I guess, yeah.
And then
future.
goes... Yes, that's the symbol of the sans culotte.
Sans culotte?
Do they ring a bell at all for me, or...?
How much do you know about your French Revolution?
I mean, I don't know. I don't have history.
You have no idea what they are then. But like he goes, I see you haven't been reading up. Well, the sans-culottes were the radical power of the French Revolution. They were the regular people who would race out onto the streets and bloodshed and murder and chaos and anarchy, such as a revolution. And they were the uncontrolled masses that were guided by the revolutionaries. There wasn't particularly a seal, so to speak. However, their red caps and largely poor attire sort of give it away. May I inquire who gave this to you?
I don't actually know. I never asked.
Fair enough.
One of my friends picked it up. I can quickly find out. I can call you back if it's necessary.
It probably is nothing, but yes.
We're gonna like come back like in 14 sessions, and we'll realize that if we had told this guy who gave us the letter, this could have been solved a lot easier.
Well, I'll make some calls and check in the archives if you want. But yes, this is quite peculiar. I've not quite seen this ever, really.
They want us to meet with them, the revolutionary group. I'm assuming that maybe this is what we worked with after all, because it was rather secretive. But then again, the job kind of always seemed fishy, but I am low on cash at the moment, hence why I accepted it.
Yes. The job you were telling me about. He didn't pay you up front, did he?
No.
Quite.
Our negotiator was unable to do so.
I like you look back and like the negotiators just feel like shots.
Well, he's behind a pretty freaking vault door at the moment, isn't he? Because we're in a bank, are we? Yeah.
Yeah.
The night before, I was going shots, and then the guy was buying onto my tab, and then I wake up the next morning and I've been stiffed, and I'm like, well, fuck you.
He's saying shots. Doing shots right now.
So yeah, is there anything else you want to ask your Templar friend?
No, I just tell him, look out what you can, try not to be too obvious. It's not an emergency or anything. Not 100% on what I'm going to do, going to speak to my friends about this.
If anything comes up, I will assure... I make it my utmost priority to notify you in case the order comes knocking.
He nods and asks if he needs any compensation for his time or anything like that.
No. This is a friendly favor for you. No. I couldn't accept your cash.
Yeah.
So
he always asks.
Money from a dead man.
He always asks anyway. That's just how he is. Because he's worried that he's putting his friend under too much danger by even talking to him. Anyway, he thanks him.
But like,
yeah, I definitely am.
take money.
But yeah, he thanks him. Probably says a nice prayer in Latin, and then just hangs up, and then comes back inside and tells everybody what's going on.
How do you guys react to the news?
I don't.
So what does it mean?
Oh, I also ask who gave you the letter. Like, I mean to ask that.
Small French child.
I text him that. I just tell him I found out who gave it to him. Small French child. Looked like a vagabond or whatever. Whatever it is.
Damn vagabonds.
I've tried contacting the person who was supposed to pay us. I'm assuming I just get a dead number, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my reaction is, well, if they're willing to pay us, I'm willing to hear them out. And this time we're getting the money up front, and I pointedly look at the other two and going, shots.
Well, my character thinks that this may actually be the man who hired us. It makes sense. Their group would want something like this to be done, so it could be them.
I was just going to say, consider the parallels. We were hired by a man known only as the devil, and where's the meeting point for this? The gilded letter tells us to go to a cathedral. We're better to find the devil inside of holy place. Desecrated one at that.
Yeah.
My character nods. That's usually what happens.
Okay. Well,
I mean, nonetheless, we should
wanna
still be ready for a fight when we go. So I shall have my trusty blade with me nonetheless.
I'm always ready for a fight. I gotta go to make a call. Oh, Jesus.
I pack like a side bag with my SMG in it.
Although I do suggest, if necessary, you move your belongings to somewhere that isn't here. I don't know. Swiss bank account, maybe?
Yeah.
That implies that I have money.
Yeah.
Yeah, my characters, because I don't have enough money for that to be a problem.
It was more a joke, but whatever. Best place to put your stuff is in a fucking waterproof bag and drop it in a septic tank. No one's gonna go searching in a septic tank. I gotta make that call. Ugh. Don't drink all of that when without me. Serious this time. Swear to God, if there's only good in that goddamn cabinet.
As soon as he's out of like eyeline shot, just pour a glass.
Just start chugging from the bottle.
Yeah.
Chug. Fucking skull it. open your esophagus right up and just let it all go straight to the stomach.
Look,
Die
they
of
say
alcohol
when you lose the
poisoning.
functionality of your legs, you gain something else in return.
It made me more tolerant to alcohol. Ugh.
Just fall out of my
That's not how
wheelchair.
it works.
I gained cynicism.
Alright, so who's rolling down on the church and who's staying
Yeah.
home?
I was
I'll
gonna
go
take
to
a
the church.
picture of the seal anyway. Send it. Stepping out.
I'll come down to the church, I guess.
Yeah, I'll go to the
So
church.
Echo's making a call, are you, for the
Yeah,
symbol?
we'll do the call first, and then yeah.
Mhm.
So that we sort of know what we're getting into.
I reveal my treachery and kill Tom.
Yeah, I reveal my treachery, having poisoned the alcohol pre-session, killing all of you.
Not
Those-
Bob and I have been sending
those that did not
DMs, though,
abide.
you know.
Little did you know that this is a murder mystery. Now pull out your second character sheets.
Yeah. Told you I was doing an experiment to start.
The experiment
So,
was seeing if you could play a character that had less feelings than a Twilight character.
Fucking, like, he's like, we're like, what the fuck? I thought the beginning had started. It's like, I never said the beginning never, like, ended.
I never said go. This is the prelogue, bitches.
It's still going.
Alright,
Yeah.
so you guys, are you rolling in the mystery machine? Or,
So Echo wants to look up this symbol thing. The
Yeah.
sun's
Took a
correct.
picture and sent it to my nice hacker friend.
Beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, boop, boop. And like you hear them go, you know, the usual. "I'm back."
I'm in.
Yeah, so
It's more like that begrudging relationship you have with people you're actually friends with. But they're like, why are you wasting my time? Please stop.
So like I'm imagining you said, okay, fuck it, we're role playing this. So
Yeah.
you send him a call and like you don't get a response the first time. That's usual with this guy.
Yeah,
What
well,
was his
that's another ex-military guy. Why would you answer the first call? Oh jeez,
By the way, what's his name?
name's Delta.
Delta.
We all just use the different call signs, so like Alpha, Bravo, Delta, and that's why I'm Echo.
Ah, right. So did you call him again?
Yeah, I call him again. But I know he has caller ID. I know he knows who this
Or
is.
he calls you back on a secure line.
Yeah.
That's a military thing.
Oh,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh
so
yeah.
we call him first, yeah.
Yeah, he
And
calls
like
me
the
then.
vid comes up of him and he's like sweaty and gross and like scratching himself and he goes, you know what time it is? It's like 8 o'clock.
I don't know where you are in the world. I don't know what time it is. If you tell me, then I'll know. So let's not talk time.
Fuck. Yeah, you reckon. It looks like he was sleeping, but not really.
Yeah.
So he goes, fine. What do you need, Echo?
I'm sending you an image. I want you to run some scans and do some research on it. Came in an unusual package, as you'll see.
I'm sending you an image. He kind of like mumbles under his breath and pulls up like his like deck and goes boop, 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 boop. Yeah, no, I'm getting sent to like an encyclopedia page. I can link that to you if you want.
Give me the rundown. What's it about?
Some guys called the Sans Culottes. Some Frenchy fraggers from Revolution.
Any
Looks
connection?
like they're murderers. Depending on who you ask for, freedom fighters. You know, the usual digs in a revolution. We've, remember back in Vietnam 3.
Oh yeah. How could I don't think any of us forgot Vietnam 3. Also, no, I'm not going to think of a better code name than what we fought under than Vietnam 3. Perfectly fine. I Anyway, any links or connections to any monkers that may be related to anything like devil or religion?
Pulling it up here. You're in. You want a location-based thing on that, or you want worldwide?
Specifically looking at France.
France. Yeah. Bing! Ah, there we go. Yep. I had to just search the dark web for a second there, because you know I'm a hacker.
Just thought I'd reiterate that.
So you keep reminding me, but as much as you keep
I have
reminding
5
me,
layers of IP address things. I'm a hacker.
I get it. I don't understand what you do. I'm not interested in what you do. I'm interested in the results.
Right. Fucking this kid. Alright, so I'm getting pinged from an organization called Revolution or Death. Seems like...
Quaint name.
Yeah, I know, right? Seems like your usual sort of, Politico sort of group. Doesn't look like they're racist or anything like that. Looks they're funded by, the usual, no big corporations, which is a bit funny, but, they're finding them. Doesn't look like they're neo-anarchists per se, but they do have some neo-anarchist roots, I guess. Very anti-establishment. Haven't killed anyone big yet.
You got beef with England or Ireland?
I mean, not publicly. Let me just double check here. Yeah, no, like the only one they've really done is like some graffiti and some posturing on some, BBS boards.
Oh man, so tough. I don't even need to know. I don't even need to be a hacker to know that they're just fat nerds behind computers. Then I know that you're not.
Oh, that's funny.
Shots fired.
So
That gave him flashbacks, man. The shots were fired.
He remembers his teenage years.
I get it. Okay. Echo, do you want to take these guys seriously, or you want to, just be you for a second? Because looks like these guys had a change of management a couple weeks ago, and they're getting their shit together. I don't know. They're just getting funds from, actual places now.
This place is coming from Ireland, or tier, whatever they fucking call it these days.
Look, hacking is a very delicate art, and I can't find out where black sites are sending fragging money.
And as you know,
encrypted.
I'm a hacker.
It takes more than like 5 seconds. I'm not a magician like some people, huh, Mr. War Crimes?
We're both war crimes, and you know that.
Yeah, but I didn't fucking blow the people's. Look, it doesn't matter what
I didn't get caught.
No, you just help cover it up, and now we're both doing what we do. I'll give you some more time. Give me a call when you have anything more.
Yeah, alright. If I end up dead in the ditch, I'm haunting your ass in the grave.
Ghosts aren't real. I had this discussion with you before.
That's what you
I
think.
beg you to.
I didn't get a goddamn degree in magic to be told that ghosts exist.
Fucking someone who can see in the astral plane doesn't believe in ghosts. What?
No, because it just takes form. The energy simply takes form based on how you interpret it, and it influences you, and you influence it. Therefore,
Look,
I don't
if
need
it-
any of this magical mumbo jumbo. Ghosts are real. Screw you.
ghosts
Depends
are
on
real.
the tradition.
Yeah,
Yeah, it would be a tradition that would determine what the spirits are. Yeah.
that's exactly it. It's what you're influenced on. So people who believe in God usually see angels or hear the voice of God. So that's that. And the thing, my guy's a chaos mage. He's just like, I fucking learned so much about everything, and it's all intuitive for me. There's no fucking ghosts.
God is dead and we have killed him.
Yeah, God is.
God is dead, and we are his unwanted abortions.
God's not. You have to worry where your
Yeah.
God is, because he's right here. Anyway, let's
Inside of all of us.
hop in the mystery machine, and then on the drive over, I can
Yeah,
relay the
yeah.
information about the change of management and such.
So what you're saying is they have money. for what I'm getting from this, which means they can pay us.
Maybe.
Can I just
Depends on
put
change
like
of management.
Can I put like 1,000 euros down now that this is a fucking trap? Like, will everybody take that
It's
down?
always a trap. There's no question for that. So whether we get paid before the trap, that's important. All that's important.
So nobody's gonna actually take my bet then.
Well, no, because we already know it's going to be a trap. It'd be a waste of our money.
Fuck.
If
Yeah.
this
If you did,
if we didn't think this was a trap, do you think we'd be going in with guns?
Yeah. It's always a trap. Alright, so we take the mystery machine.
It's always a trap. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. Let's just hope we have enough to deal with it.
I clicked the wrong button. I didn't unmute
Yeah.
myself. Okay, so you guys roll up in the mystery machine, and there's this guy. He looks sort of like. So I'll describe the scene. It's a dark Paris night. 8:45-ish. Like rain is sort of like pelting down. There are puddles everywhere, and there's this guy who's completely drenched, and he's got a bunch of like AR doesn't exist, so he would be like sort of like walking around saying, "Hey, you guys, you want a tour of this ancient ruined church?" No, all right. Hey, you guys, in the van, yeah, come over here. You look like, he kind of looks you up and down. You do not look like tourists whatsoever. You look like some nice people. Do you want a tour of this church? I gotta say, it's from the Romantic era, and I'm getting ahead of myself. My name's John Rickman. How can I be of service? I'm a tour guide. Here's my licensing. And he pulls out like a license. Very odd that he shows it to you within 5 seconds of meeting you, and he puts it back. Do you want any help? Can I get someone to roll judge intentions for me?
Yeah, sure.
So what happened? Like we were walking, and this guy came out of nowhere.
He's just standing in front of the church and like approaching anyone who looks like they're coming near it.
Well, that's
Is it
embarrassing.
this church we're going to?
This the church you're going to, and the people who got 3 successes. He's a scam artist. He's basically doing this. It's like, hey, tourists.
Oh wow,
have
really?
money. I'm just gonna show them around some shitty church and then overcharge them and then laugh my way to the bank and whatever he needs money for.
This guy's annoying me, so I'm gonna fucking just influence him to leave and go away.
Can I roll it?
Yeah, I'll do it at a force.
You don't want to sell me death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life.
Yeah, I'll go force 4 because that's only a 3. Drain.
Hello?
So hit my thing of 4 hits.
Yep. So you sort of wave your hands, white
Yeah.
sort of.
I do my little
Sign.
axis symbol, and it like flashes up in the air, and I say, "You don't want to be here anymore. You feel uncomfortable around us."
You think that move is rotten?
You guys look like you can handle yourself. I'm gonna go.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Bye. And he just sort of like walks off.
Fuck, I took 2 stun damage from that. Duh.
Oh no, too stunned. Oh, let's turn on the old peepers and have a look at this church. Have a look at this bad juju.
It's a dilapidated old church. It does look like from like the Roman period of some description. If they had churches then, I don't know. There's like, it's got holes in the roof. It looks like it sort of was kept
I was referring
in
to
good
the
function,
astral
but then-
realm because I can see.
Yep. So you open your eyes and you see no evil spirits, just sort of like, I'm gonna kill you, floating around. There's no sort of like sense of dread. It almost feels as if it's a holy place, even though it hasn't been used in many a year.
How's my
Would that count as a positive background count for our paladin friend here?
Yes, if I gave a shit about battleground counts at the moment.
how's my amulet going? No
Your
magic?
amulet is not detecting anything.
Alright.
Congratulations, Judge. Looks like you're in luck. This place doesn't seem tarnished at all. I meant on the not on the physical. Lucked out there.
Is there wheelchair access, Bob?
There is not.
There is 20 flights of steps in front of you.
I hope he carried you out if he needs it to get up the stairs.
It's alright. That's what my drone's for. He's pretty much my carer. So we
Okay.
didn't-
Your drone just picks up your wheelchair, walks up the stairs, puts you down.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Throws you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your drone just goes beep, boop, 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 and like moves you up the stairs. It's
Yeah.
somewhat humiliating as like everyone else just sort of walks up and just has to wait for the drone to pick you up. Go, have a nice day, sir.
I get him to wheel me as well, like grab the back of my thing and just push me along.
Of course, as you do.
Yeah. Why else would I have him around?
Well,
I've taken off the horse stuff off my wheelchair by now. So.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
So you guys enter the church. It's not much of a looker outside. It's not much of a looker inside. There's a bit of like mold growing in the place. It's mildew. Like there's a damp spot where the wall, like the roof is just, there's a bit missing and it's like a giant puddle there, which is still streaming in rain. The floor is a bit wet because of that. And like the pews and all that kind of stuff are there. The tabernacle seems quite undisturbed. It doesn't look like it's been looted. It is in quite good condition at the moment. It's not a big church. It can fit about probably 50 to maybe 100 people. And it seems sort of empty. To your left is like the confessional sort of booth. To like forward left is the priest room where they do the priest stuff and bless the things. To the right is just like sort of a prayer room, and yeah.
So there's a confessional. Did you say? Sorry.
Yes, there is.
Does it seem to be open at
Rest
the
thy
moment?
sins.
There, like the door is open. Yes.
I like look at the face, and then like sort of nod my head in the direction of the confessional. I've got a clear conscience. How about you?
Fine,
Hint, hint.
fine. I suppose I have, sins or some shit.
Are you slightly drunk at the moment?
just a tad.
I've got sins of some shit.
Just a tad. I say as I step into the booth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like the little part between you and the priest actually like slides across as you sit down, and there's a silence. What do you say?
Hello.
It has been,
Oh,
So good at this.
Hello.
it has been
how are you
40
this
years since
fine
my
day?
last confessional.
It has been. How old am I? I forgot. Let's just say 30. 30 years since my last confession. As in, never done one. How does this thing normally work?
You're lucky I'm not a priest. Comes a very fluent French, like the voice sort of like flows instead of like not fluent as in she knows how to speak the language, but like it sort of flows off her tongue and into your ear, and it's very sonorous and almost musical in a way. I assume you came here because you got my letter.
Yes, we did. What up?
10 out of 10 face.
What up, yo? Man, I'm fucking flash day.
Man, that shit was whack. It was so flat. I was like, what? And he's like, what?
All right, I just need to get some composure after that.
Such a good face. Very well.
She just like it doesn't even affect her, and she says, How would you like to make $5 million? I mean, 5 million nuyen.
Nah, I'm good, thanks.
How would I like to walk into a honeypot?
Yeah.
I think I saw this once in a comic. How would you like to make $5 million? You're the wisest
I know the
spirit animal I've ever met.
I know the punchline to this one. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember it.
It's where's my fucking money for the first job?
Yeah, where's my money?
Oh, no, I've never contacted you before. This is merely because I saw your work with that diplomat and decided, even though
I don't
you
know what
had
to
been
talk
set up.
about.
Oh, and by the way, the man who has hired you is currently,
Fleeing the country.
like, you hear a beep, and then, like, you hear a from, like, in the back of the church. Indisposed right now. By the way, if you wish to have any vengeance against him, be my guest.
I'll bring it up with the
However,
rest of the
after this
people. I
run,
think I'm that.
after this meeting, I represent a group of people who are fed up with the system, who hate the fact that the common man is kept down by effectively the nobility. Now, I
We
must
don't
ask
need the
you.
sphere, we just need the
So
job
that's why
info.
So that's why you jacked the name of a dead revolutionary group.
Oh, yes, yes. You've made that connection. Quite studious bunch, aren't you? I didn't expect you to.
You're really giving me too much credit.
If you want, you can invite the rest of your team in here. It is no matter.
Is it roomy enough for all of us in a
Yeah.
wheelchair?
How big is the confessional booth?
Oh, yes. Bullshit. Listen, to damn the formalities, and she just sort of like steps out of it, and out steps this beautiful woman, like absolutely
Is she
stunning.
is she Akib?
No,
Then she is
human.
beautiful. We're done here.
Oh, I've currently pointed my ears out to Elphius.
Okay, yeah.
I
She's
just
like got
wanna-
legs for days. She's got like wavy black hair.
Bro, what is she, the fucking Death Star? Legs for days? Jesus! Do I have to run from one end to the other?
She and is dressed in like a business attire, completely stands out from the situation in like a dilapidated church. And yeah, she looks you up and down and says, "So you're the team I'm hiring."
Hiring for
Do like
what?
one of those awkward waves.
I'm busy fucking sitting on one of the half-arm broken pews, just sort of legs up on the other part of the broken pew.
I need somebody dead. I'm just going to put it out
Everyone
there.
does love.
Who and how much?
This is going to be the most difficult job you have ever been hired to do.
Who
However,
and how much?
her name is Marie Dupont of the House Dupont. Have you heard of her?
She's a politician, isn't she?
Can I roll knowledge politics?
You can.
I'm doing knowledge nobility.
Nobility would work.
I got 4 hits.
You fucking damn well know her. She is a noble like a motherfucker. She is a very, very, very rich elf. She is a philanthropist. She just basically she has more money than she knows what to do with. So she just goes around giving it out to charities, enjoying parties, just a sophisticated sort of playgirl, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. She is this beautiful elven woman, and you know that people have tried to kill her in the past with your 4 hits. They've never actually succeeded.
Why is she some sort of crazy ninja adept that also has magic and
No,
a chainsaw?
no. She is a mere.
As rich as God, that's all.
She is like the same as you or I. That may be a bad analogy. She is no more dangerous than what her words can give her. However, every time my agency attempts to get rid of her, she is always back. And to make... Let me show you. It's easier to explain that way. And she pulls out this very high-tech sort of Tridio playing thing. And she presses a button. And it's showing this guy with a sniper scope looking down, aiming at her heart. And she just goes down without a fight, like in the middle of like some deserted area. And you see like her personal bodyguard just go, sniper, before his like jaw is shot off and he goes down, blood is filling the streets, and you see two agents of like, you assume allied with the shooter, come out of nowhere, claim the body, and like get into a van and drive off. And then she shows you, like, it's got a date there and a time. And then she shows you the very next morning her appearing on like a morning talk show about her amazing like donations to cure cancer and all that kind of stuff. And looks like she is not like at all been injured whatsoever.
So we're looking at what, like thousands of drones that just all look like the same person, or body doubles up the arse?
We assume body doubles because the autopsy we did on the body we reclaimed was her. It was her down to the last
Oh god, clones.
iota. By the way, clones aren't a big thing yet.
Guessing this is somewhat
But they're
related
in
to the
media
Bioware and the
before.
genetic modifications that have come to recent light.
I assume you also want us to find how she's coming back in some way too. That's a part of the job or something.
We also need you to find out... How do I put this? We don't actually know where she is. If our theories are true and these are just body doubles, albeit very good genetically modified body doubles, then the real her is currently in hiding. Now, here's where it gets messy, and here's where the very, very generous sum of 5 million comes into play. This will be a multi-part assassination job. We do not know how many people are in her inner cabal or who know of her location. However, you will begin dismantling her organization piece by piece with our assistance, of course, and our support. And by doing so, we will both become very, very rich in return. You rich monetarily, and I rich with democracy.
Figuratively.
It's
Interesting.
a nice word for it.
I'm assuming our payments are going to be spread out, and of course a payment now to entice us.
A
Of
retainer,
course.
as you will.
Yeah, we
Actually,
want the
I
whole
should let the
upfront.
face do this. Sorry, face, you can do this.
No,
Sorry.
you guys can like join in.
All right.
Yeah,
You're not probably going to be negotiating for more money than 5 million because that would be a bit rude.
Yeah.
So last time, I don't know if you know, but just throwing it out there, we kind of got stiffed on our last job because we didn't ask for any upfront. Just
Yes.
putting it out there.
We didn't.
That
We
is-
couldn't get it.
The issue with some assassination jobs, and as a measure of good faith, I have found the man who beguiled you. He is currently indisposed behind the pews there. There's sort of like a what's it called, like a screen in the sort of like confessional prayer room where this guy's like just been like put into a box, and like the button opened the box and you can hear the screams coming out of it now. It's like yeah.
How do we know it's him though?
Be my guest. And she sort of like motions towards you if you want to
Dungeons
check it out.
doesn't interest me. Monetary gain.
Yeah.
I mean, venture to split it all, but you know.
Yes, this was just a gesture of good faith.
All right.
And also a power play!
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
we get that.
that's the thing. That's why I'm getting the power play by saying that like it doesn't actually give us anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm willing to give a total sum of 100,000 nuyen up front to entice you to come to this. Now, I must admit, a grand sum of 5 million makes some people titchy towards this certain type of arrangement. I've already had 2 Shadowrunners teams leave because they didn't feel quite right. And, of course, you are certainly able to leave at any time you see fit without repercussions. However, I can prove that I have the funds, and I can prove that our dealings will be very, very professional and very, very lucrative.
We
Don't
wanted
need
an
to.
escrow.
We already know that.
That sounds. What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for?
Ominous.
Cunty. We're probably gonna want some, assurance that you'll pay us 5 million. Well, 4.9 now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She is offering.
Like showing us you have the money is good and all, but people with $5 million in their bank account kind of want to keep 5 million in their bank account. If you catch my meaning.
I certainly do. The money will be transferred to a third-party bank account where it will remain in escrow until the job is completed. And when it is completed, I will know.
Okay.
Yes, because it'll be all over the news and you'll have a giant pile of corpses.
Certainly. If you require our assistance, please do not hesitate to call us. We are willing to supply you with as much as we can provide you. This operation is of utmost importance to our goals.
I don't suppose you'll tell us why.
Then you'll start with whatever leads you have. More information you give us, get the jobs done.
Yeah, do you have a dossier? I'm assuming you do.
Of course. And she pulls out a
She did say
dossier.
it was a multi-part assassination. So who's the first target?
The first target is a man named Mercer Rousseau. Does anyone have knowledge, like, nobility works here?
Yep, I've got ability.
Politics wouldn't.
Politics, not so much.
Duro, did you say?
I have shadow
Rousseau.
community.
I'll
if
write
that
it down.
helps.
So,
I have shadow community if that helps.
I got 3 hits and I glitched, so I don't know.
Okay, so Mercer Rousseau is... So you glitch, so you get the right information, but you get it slightly wrong.
This sword cuts your head off.
GG, fucking
I become disarmed just right now. Sorry, no, what were you saying?
So you know that he is the... Okay. He is the commanding officer of Knight Errant in the city, and is... he is a noble in, like, the loosest form of words, because he's married to someone of high blood and that kind of stuff. Yeah. When you're reading the dossier that she gave you, though, you find out that he is not Knight Errant and is actually the COO of the Paris police force, because Knight Errant isn't actually in Paris yet. So you feel a bit silly, but nothing really bad about that. He is a very sort of like stern man. He's very tough on crime. And it also lists some psychological traits. He's a psychopath, a sadist, and has a very, very perverse attraction to blood sports. Unfortunately, blood sports in Paris are a bit too tame for him. He doesn't get to see, like, the actual, death happening. It's all fancied up and consumerized so multiple people can get it. He likes bloodshed of the utmost kind.
Get that sick underground, real life, watching someone bash someone else's face in with half a brick.
Real life underground fighting rings. Who wants to enter, guys?
Sure.
Not me.
Drone.
Yeah, I'll be down.
He says drunkenly. Just like, yeah, I'll do that.
So, what, is there any specific way she wants him killed, or just him dead?
He is rather. We know he's connected to DuPont. We can't confirm how, but we know he is. He received multiple donations from DuPont after a fundraising campaign to get the police on the streets better equipment. He is in his position because of a marriage to someone that DuPont is related to. Some elf bimbo that no one gives a damn, but it's the blood that matters. And we also know that he's... She sort of like leans back and considers telling you this before realizing you've basically accepted the job. So she'll tell you. He is interested in fighting, and, well, what better way to get participants than through the judicial system?
So he's a generally
Using
horrible
prisoners.
human being. Huh. Well then, I
What
guess
else are you going to do with death row or lifetime inmates?
Yeah.
Shorten your sentence. All you have to do is walk into the ring.
So how
Do you
much
know
is
where
she
he does
paying
this
us
stuff?
to kill him? Like for this part, sorry.
For this part, we will be... She leaned not leaned back, but she does some brief calculations. An additional 100,000 for this head. He is not... We don't know how critical he is to the operation. However, we will use this as a two-pronged attack. One, we weaken the control of the debility on the police force. And two, you use your infiltration tactics to find out how and where and how and why he's connected to the DuPonts.
So, do you want him alive, brung here, kidnapped, or killed?
Killed. We need... You will be the agents who will find the information and continue in the assassination chain until we find Marie.
Mm. So we're going to climb the ladder until we get to her.
Exactly.
Basically,
Setting
you just
the
start
lowest
killing
connection.
upwards. Problem with killing upwards and to go into hiding.
Well, kidnapping him will be probably a good start. We shouldn't just kill him unless, of course, it's necessary.
Yeah.
Of course. I leave these tactical operations up to you. I am a businesswoman, not a Shadowrunner.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
small question. Why us?
You proved quite adamant in assassinating and following through with an assassination that obviously should have failed. However, your skill or luck, as it may be, won you the day. I also find that I hire the people, and you are the people, are you not?
My
Close
character
enough
has
to.
like a look of semi-guiltiness on his face, and he just nods. I mean, she might know who he is anyway, but he doesn't know that.
My character's backstory was he was originally a corporate Johnson.
my guy is definitely people. So
I mean, I'm like a test tube, people.
I've tested people. Do test on people count?
Now, I have
You
a
were downtrodden.
I have a
below.
question before you start gathering. It will take only a moment of your time, but corpse speak doesn't interest me.
I'll talk straight then.
How did you find us, and how did you know it was us? There's some extremely suspicious circumstances. After all, you have the man who was going to stiff us on the payment. Who's to say that you didn't simply set it up, that you could observe? After all, if you're looking for someone to do a job, you need to be assured of their competency, and it seems just a bit too convenient.
Convenient.
I knew of his. Okay, that she would have a better response than me because I'm basically adlibbing it.
That's cool. I'm just gonna fucking roll judge intentions anyway. So.
Cool. So she looks you up and down and speaks plainly. I have been monitoring your team over the last few weeks. As I have it, you have currently succeeded your past 4 runs stellarly, and I took an interest in this one. I wanted to see if you could actually pull it off. Now, I didn't know this man, neither did I care for what his intentions were. However, I did know that he was going to, as you say, stiff you on the payment. I am never a fan of the rich and wealthy lording it over those without it. And I understand how ironic that must be from someone in your position. However, I have kept a close eye on you. I had my agents involved in watching you. I know where you sleep and live, though I do not mean you any harm. That does sound like I know where your base of operations is, though I do not mean this as a threat.
Seems like one though.
Hi, I keep a 12-gauge shotgun under my bed at all times, but I don't mean that as a threat.
I have a gun in my coat, but I don't mean that as a threat.
How much do you know about us, our backgrounds, or anything? My character asks offhandedly.
How does one exploding 6s roll 20?
1 exclamation
Conk.
mark.
Yeah.
I know you are a man of morals who enjoys his reenactments. I know you, Janice, are a man who likes his drink. I know you, Parker, are a man who is very well equipped with machinery. Hades, I know you are a man who is an enigma. We'll leave it at that.
Wrapped in a mystery, wrapped in an onion.
And Echo, I know you've committed war crimes, and I know you're running from them.
Jesus.
Yeah, like every
Just gonna drop that bomb on the rest of the team.
You like,
oh yeah.
I'm just like,
And
I'm
you
still
committed war
sitting there on the
crimes.
pew with my drink, and I imagine there's some stunned faces. What, you've never been scapegoated before? If you're the victor, it's not a war crime.
I'm pretty sure the Geneva Convention will disagree that.
Yeah, but how many of the English generals got tried for their war camps in India? But I thought.
You say that like I'm English.
No, but I'm just saying that they won their side of the war, so they didn't get to have they didn't get to be prosecuted for their actions. And when a nasty little secret gets exposed into the light, it's easy to just cut the head off one snake and find another.
Like, what? Did you bomb a church or something?
Use your,
What he did is of
use your
no
imagination.
consequence.
Anyway, we're getting distracted.
Yeah, but she cuts off the face and says, what he did is a note of confidence. I just know he has done them. We have all done awful things in our past, some more than others. However, as you should know, redemption is available for everyone. Isn't that right, Judge?
Yeah. Now he looks. He's got his answer.
Guessing 5 hits doesn't crack a professional face is huge.
And please be aware, Judge, that these are sinners of the highest order who take advantage of their power over the helpless to further their own wicked gains. You will find retribution in this act, she says, pressing all your buttons at once.
Yeah.
Snort.
He kind of gives you a death glare, Declan. Like, this is a normal thing.
Yeah.
Like, this probably
No,
happens all
but
the
like my
time.
character just goes, "I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at her."
Yes, and you'll have $1 million to retire to some private island where you have some. I'll let you.
Filipino boy.
I don't
There it is.
care what speech and spiel you give the rest of them to give them their little pep talk and motivate. Like you said, I just want my goddamn want to be left alone. So if you can provide that, that's fine.
For services rendered, I'd be more than happy to.
If you don't, you're going to regret the decision. I'll make sure to it.
I believe vengeance wasn't one of your things that interested you. However, I understand that all men can fall to this urge.
I make points. Getting
Like,
screwed
just
out
sitting
of
there wide
getting
eyed,
screwed out
just
of a
being
small
like, please
payment
make
is
the
one
biscuit.
thing. Having chasing people around continents, another.
Certainly. Well, do you have any questions about the assassination? Or myself, to be honest. I like to keep it as open a business transaction as possible.
Which organization are you actually?
I am working for... Shit, I forgot the names. Fuck.
Sans Colette.
No, like, that's just a...
Oh, alright.
What do they call
This
the
is-
revolutionary group? Fuck.
Oh, the red caps.
No, the actual group that, like,
Oh.
was researched and shit.
I honestly
yeah.
can't remember. I didn't write it
Revolution
down.
or death? No, wait, no. Liberty or death. That's the better one. It
Truly
sounds
good.
better in French.
Consequences.
Because in my world and what I've experienced and seen, idealists don't make that much money.
Oh, no. However, I won't bore you with my own personal history. However, I was...
Oh no, please.
Please don't ignore him. He just can't resist it every time he tries to sound. Every time he sees a pretty looking girl, he has to chat her up.
I was born into a very large amount of money and had exploited it like I had like many others have in the past. However, I came to realize that the flaw in my actions and now know that the nobility is a cancer upon society and democracy is necessary.
Do you
And
think your
this-
head will be spared?
Oh, most certainly.
She's the one choosing the heads which will roll. That helps.
Yeah, for now, but then more.
Look, if she's confident, I'm not really too worried as long as I get paid my money.
It's true, she's bankrolling the
Like-
joint.
So she says to you, because this is amazing, it's like, while I appreciate your concern, Mr. Janus, please keep this professional between us.
I don't know what you're insinuating.
So 20k upfront now, 20k after removing this captain of the Paris police force and finding out why he's connected to DuPont. And from there on, we will continue up the chain until we reach her, kill her, and by the end of this, we will be $5 million richer, and you will be probably a lot more wealthier. Sound about correct?
Indeed. And please call me Charlotte.
Charlotte, with your web. And do you have a contact
good
number if
one.
we require anything
Of course, if you require anything,
or any information?
I personally may not be available to answer. However, my organization will be swift to help you. And she gives you a number of a bunch of people, and she gives you a bunch of
A
people's
desire to
comic
sense
numbers.
her.
Go for it.
Wow, I like
She-
it. I
She
refuse.
is a human and is alive.
I refuse to have that.
Well, you wanna fucking censor?
She is a mundane human who is currently 6 essence, is alive, and has a regular aura around her.
What's that? Ascension
that
uses
mean,
intuition,
bro?
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
No
Require-
diseases.
I know the
She's
same
not a
shit.
technomancer.
I technically glitched as well.
Does she have magic?
She is
Nice.
non-magical.
What is her emotional?
Frustrated.
She is, I don't want to say smug, but you know that feeling after you've just done like a really good business transaction and you're happy with yourself?
I reckon we could have upsold her on this.
Yeah, well, you didn't try to.
It was 5 mil. What do you say to 5 mil? No, we only want
Easy.
to pay.
It goes into an escrow account. We're getting paid small amounts up front. Here's a better idea: down payments. After every milestone we take, we get paid. We get paid a part of the end overall total. Up to half, and then when we on the final completion of the job, we get the other half, because it guarantees that every step of the way we're being paid up until 2.5 million.
Isn't that what's going to happen anyway? We're getting paid every.
Yeah.
I kind of assumed that's what was going to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I interpreted from how she was talking.
Yeah, she's going to pay you a little bit at the moment because you're killing the little boy on the ladder, but like as
Yeah.
high you get
As
up, the more you get paid.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I have no issues with this setup. I know I'm probably going to end up dying doing this job, based on the amount of money that's involved, but it'll be worth it. It's got to be.
I have a man in the back to.
I'm gonna walk.
Yeah,
out.
my character's
He
pretty
hands
keen
you
to
like
do
the
this.
remote and like shakes your hand actually if you accept it.
Yeah, I
Oh.
accept it.
Yeah, I want
My
to see
character's
this man.
interested in to know if my family has anything to do with the Dupont or the woman, because yeah, he wants some revenge.
I just want this man to fucking. Wait, was it covered that he was going to pay us? I kind of didn't listen to a larger sum of that.
So the guy in the back, like she just basically
Yeah.
found him and chucked him in the back. She doesn't know anything about his business dealings apart from the fact that he hired you and was going to stiff you.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
all I care
going
about
to
is the
leave-
money.
Yeah, she's going to leave before this gets messy. So if you need she gives you her contact details and walks out with like her stiletto like heels, which you are really sure she shouldn't be having like that perfect balance, just walking away on like uneven stairs.
I'm envious because she can walk. No, we're behind.
I just wish I could
no, Bob,
walk.
how is she going to be paying us the first lot of money, the 100,000?
Um,
So
you
20k
get-
each.
Yeah. She says, "Do you prefer credit stick or instant transmission of funds?"
Stick.
Red
I'll
stick.
take instant transmission, just to be different.
You
They can
fucking
take it
Goku with your instant transmission bullshit.
So she presses a button on a device, and you hear a bing notification on your PDA, and like someone's wired 20 grand to your personal accounts. That may or may not be spooky, or like
Anyway,
You know,
I'm gonna roll to mind ripper, dude. I require his secrets. All
I'll wait in the car.
Yeah, my character wants nothing of this, but you guys are going to do it no matter what he says,
Yeah.
so he's just
I'm
going to leave.
just going to. Yeah.
I'm interested in what he knows more than anything, so that's why I'm mind ripping.
I just want to get paid.
I pull out my submachine gun because
Why do you fucking hate me?
do you want to
Why?
use a bit more odds there, mate?
Uh,
no, I'll let him do his shit first. Don't worry.
oh god, why?
3 hits.
Always
So
on
that gets you
always on Bob's table. It hates veterans.
How many hours did that take you back? Because I know 4 is like you get to see like their childhood and shit.
How
Actually,
many
no,
hits did he get? I know the chart pretty good.
3.
72 hours.
Yeah, he hired you 72 hours ago. So like, he's like screaming and he's going back into his mind. And oh yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Cool, I have a headache.
Okay, bitch.
0 hits.
Stop trying to
Okay.
fucking get me brain.
Okay,
I'm
let's
gonna.
do this the
I can
old-fashioned way.
influence him to tell us shit.
So can I.
I can magically influence him to tell us
So
shit.
can I. I've got an authoritative voice exactly for this reason. But if you want to do it
Maybe we could do this in a way that I make him subjective to you, like. So like I make him believe that he has to tell you everything.
Or you'll shoot him in the fucking skull.
Yeah. So like you get bonuses or something.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I mean, you could just say you feel like telling the truth. I mean,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that would work.
Let's try it. Can I do that now, Bob?
Certainly.
All right, I'm
Uh.
gonna just go 4-6 because why fucking not?
Table hates me like I hate keys.
I got 4 successes,
Yep.
and
Okay,
I just said you're in a position where you have to tell us everything, but I mean nothing but the truth. Yeah.
I'm gonna just I'm going to just assume that if I don't, you're going to shoot me. Is this correct?
I could do
Oh,
much.
there's-
I could
I'm
do
gonna shoot
much
you.
worse.
Yeah, I just
I'm
said
gonna
this
shoot
thing
you
is
like I
worse than
shot that
death.
I'm gonna shoot you like I shot that keep that I didn't get paid for.
Fine. Yes.
You see the
What
problem
did you
here?
want to know?
Why?
Because I'd already spent the money.
No, not why you stiffed us. I assumed that you were a cheat cunt. But why did you have us kill him?
Because that's what I was hired to hire you people to do.
Ah.
I'm Mr. Johnson. You are Shadowrunners, yes? You understand the relationship between us?
Yeah, and it's gonna
You're
get a
going
lot
to help
shorter.
us recuperate your losses with your belongings while you still exist in this world.
Well,
may
funny
have
you
spent all the
say
money.
that. I spent it on things which can't particularly be resold.
Okay, such
Hookers and
as.
blow?
I don't feel comfortable. I'm just you go. I assume you cut him off with like just poking a gun in his mouth or something like that.
Yeah, just hookers and blow, yeah?
More or less.
Do we want to let this guy go, or do we just want to, leave here with a corpse?
Loose ends. Who knew who else who knew that you'd hired us specifically?
We don't deal in names. He was some corporate guy. At least that's what he looked like.
So he doesn't know about us or that much about us. Just that you hired a team.
Yes. He doesn't even know I might have hired the team until the key got shot.
Right. I don't think we need to kill him unless you personally into personal vengeance. But that dead bodies. If you leave enough of them, people start asking questions.
I don't care.
Wonderful, wonderful heart to heart. And we're going to make sure that all of the details are expunged. Is that right?
Quite. Yes. Yeah, yes, quite.
This is why don't you do me a favor though and choke him out?
Well, what?
What kind of check is that? Just
He's like wrapped up. You can just like go.
okay. Yeah, I do it.
And yeah, he gets knocked out.
Right. Oh boy, this is always fun. Give me a moment. Just pull out an inhaler. Puff that psych. I don't want to have to deal with the fucking one from damage. Plus it boosts.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's time to some memory altering.
Yeah,
Right.
so we can just sort of like hand wave past that. You memory alter the shit out of him. Like you can even mind probe him a second time. Just that you say that after like 2 or 3 times you actually get past his defenses and find out that he met this corporate looking guy in a smoky room, then like a huge weekend of just like excess
Because-
and him buying like the most expensive shit in the most expensive hotel. Then like there was this awkward realization like fuck, I have $5,000 and I need to get back into Paris tonight to like hire a team. Shit.
I am going to replace some of his childhood memories with that of him beaten and raped, that he is traumatized to a degree, and I'm going to choose to
Fuck.
implant those because he stiffed me on a payment. He gets to live. I'm just making sure he's not the same.
Yeah, no, you do some psychological damage there, you nasty, nasty human.
Besides, you got to pave over the altered memories with something.
That's a bit mate. Yeah, alright. Cool. So he's yeah.
Now I have a non-alcohol headache, so it's time to return to the abyss and drink myself stupid until I fall asleep and recover all that stun damage.
Cool. Meanwhile, Judge, what have you been doing?
Standing at the front waiting for people, because I'm assuming Judge doesn't have a car, so he'd have to go with the rigger guy. So
Fair enough. Yeah, is anyone else outside waiting with Judge, or is it just
Yeah,
him?
I'm outside. I wheeled out as soon
Yeah,
as.
once you started
it was
getting
over.
a mind probe shit, I'm like, I'm done.
Alright, so I'll let you three have like a post-meet conversation in character about your feelings on what went down and all that kind of stuff.
Don't be silly, everyone knows Shadowrunners are cold learners who keep to themselves and won't even talk even amongst team.
Yeah.
Beyond Blue, list number here.
Yeah.
So, what up? We got paid 20 grand each.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah. It's probably going to cost us
How's
just
it
that
go?
much to kill this guy.
time to go pull off some high profile assassinations.
Yeah.
Assassination isn't exactly something that I'm used to, but it seems I've done one. Let's just do all of them, it seems.
Yeah.
I'm feeling grenade launcher. How about you guys?
Also, on top of that,
Um,
gaining information with a team that is lacking something of data retrieval is going to be difficult, but I guess we'll
I'm sure we can
work it out.
hire
We'll
a deck to
improvise.
put together some sort of program for us.
No, look,
Yeah.
what we'll do is we'll just ask them. It's a foolproof plan.
I've got a feeling they must have some quite good deckers, because being able to gain access and learn abilities about my past personally, that means they have something good going on. I've tried
Yeah,
to bury
like-
that deep.
Apparently, they're not good enough. I didn't try.
Yeah,
I didn't try to hide myself. Well,
Yeah. We'll be right getting in, I think. It'll be getting the information that we need will be the hard part. Right now I'm looking into truth serums of some sort. Something to break down his willpower. It's a murky field though. Very unreliable.
Mhm. I mean,
So I think
our
we'll
friends
do-
in there, from what I understand of them, from working with them for some time, they have the ability to get through that at least to some degree. Ah, mommy, no! As you hear in the back, fucking, even though that does
No,
not happen.
Dad! Please! Not the belt!
what are you doing
Yeah.
with those ferrets?
So yeah. Yeah, magic can be
Specifically
unreliable, though,
implanting
for
things
certain
that
people,
occur in
though.
his everyday life that now cause him trauma.
Just make
Toothbrushes
him
and
scared
such.
of stepping outside.
Again, he'll probably wish that he had died rather than live the life I'm gonna give him.
So what are you going to do with $1 million?
Honestly, I'm more excited that this may bring me around to dealing with the people that have been causing a blight on this land for some time, and
I'm
some of
thinking
them
taking it.
links of my family.
I'm thinking of taking a page out of that guy's book and spending it on hookers and blow. I mean, you can't get much better than that.
Fair enough.
He just gives you a look. That's just the look. It's the look he gives everybody when they say shit like that. That
That is
stern
funny.
father look of disappointment, yet acceptance that you're just going to do it anyway.
I'm going to acquire an oil rig that is off in the Atlantic Ocean or in one of the international waters, or preferably one of the decommissioned ones, and start a paramilitary group. Take up cigar smoking.
Yeah, $1 million is not going to bring you that, I'm afraid.
Do you have is your left arm like cybernetic from like the elbow down?
Yes, I also have some shards in my. I'll call it Under Heaven.
Yeah, honestly, my character says that he's probably going to leave this country and get away from his family.
Fair enough.
Buy a home somewhere else. Quit Shadowrunning.
But hookers blow, babe. You really
No.
should try it.
I'm not going to partake in any of those sinful things.
I was thinking of starting a medical company. Emergency.
What are you gonna call it?
services.
Something like Crash Cart?
Yeah, that sounds good. Like
How about
crash
a
cart.
dock card?
Oh, my cat almost just fell off the bookcase. Yeah, no, haven't really thought about a name yet. It's only just now in the birthing process, and I've got hiccups, so it's impossible for me to talk.
You gonna get new legs?
Yeah, that was also on the agenda.
Spends
I
$1
do like a
million
little
on
spin.
the nicest legs ever. They're like fucking sculpted Delta wear.
Yeah.
First of their kind.
No, I just get a really nice wheelchair. I don't fix my legs.
Yeah. No, like
Well, is it spinal damage or leg damage? That's the thing.
Spinal damage.
Yeah, so
No,
you can't
what-
really get cyber legs.
No, what you do is you chop off your legs, and then you get a drone.
No,
That's just too
become an
nice.
AI. It's the only
I just
way.
need to, I
And
need to
then
wait
just
for
sort of-
wireless technology to catch up so that it can skip the broken nerves.
Yeah, that's it. That's basically what you need.
So, medical
I'm gonna-
research company it is.
I'm going to invest in medical research, predominantly on the systems that don't require wires. That's really
Yeah.
interesting.
I'm thinking of I've got this really great idea for like it's called artificial intelligence. I'm gonna name it Deus.
Ren Raku seems to be doing pretty well for themselves. I'm going to invest in them.
I want to invest stocks in this small media company known as Horizon.
Yeah, I think that's a great plan.
Okay,
I'm gonna have to-
is that it for tonight, or what's going on?
Yeah.
We can start like planning for assassination if you want, or we can.
Nah,
let's
I'd forget that shit before the next
I was just
session.
going to say, I feel like this is a good intro session anyway. It sets up the world and everything else. And
Yeah, that's what I was going for. A lot of fucking world building and in-character roleplay, and just a bunch of. Because a lot of the time it's just okay, go here, plan this, X, Y, kill job, get paid, and I wanted
because
to
you
like
just posted
explore
jobs
the
before.
world.
This is an actual campaign.
Mm.
I know.
Good thing that my character has no opinion for either or.
Tell my wife I said maybe.
Said hello.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I make some minor adjustments, Bob?
Yeah, go for it.
I was going to do
For
the
my
same with my
character.
knowledge skills.
Yeah.
Because like,
Yeah.
I basically just filled my knowledge skills in because I didn't because I was running out of time. So now I'm actually going to realize that the person in the military should probably have military under the knowledge skills. And small unit.
Or the religious
tactics.
guy should have knowledge religion.
Yeah, so-
yeah.
How- The real question is how much
if we're
karma
gonna
do we
be
get
doing
for
a whole bunch of assassinations?
how many
maybe
how,
not
how
the
much
Hippocratic
GMP
Oath.
do I get? Bob, you
You
get
get
10.
your 5 karmas.
You get a 10 GMP, Bob.
Ooh, fancy.
Redeemable
get
at any
20,000
not Bob
money.
outlet.
Up front.
Yeah, 20k.
And how much karma did we get?
5.
5 karma. Just
5
because
karma.
it's
Okay.
intro session. So how did you guys feel about the designing the start bit?
Yeah,
It was a bit-
that was quite. I liked it, to be honest. 'Cause it was
I
different.
liked it. I think it was good. It was a bit like rocky to start with. I think it would have worked a bit better if like we'd had like a specific formula to start with. Like you gave us
Yeah.
starting points, but I think because you
Yeah.
said it all at once, we got a bit like distracted. and
If
lost.
there was like a bit more like of a skeleton to go by, like this is what you started with, and this is what happened at the end, or something like that, how did it
Yeah,
get there or something.
you need key points, and then probably what would be best is having that skeleton structure. Do that again, constantly rotate what people are doing, so not so that the same person isn't always choosing the who.
It just
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
it makes it a bit more fluid.
I was
That's about it.
like, I thought about it like halfway through. I already started it, and I didn't want to do it. But like, because we've got like 5 people here, I could go who, what, when, where, why, and how, and just like rotate. So, who was the Johnson? Why did he hire you? Where was the meet? And like every like sort of bit like scene leading up to it, I could have had someone chime in on one piece of information, and then at the very end just combine it all, just resell it.
Yeah, but the thing with that is that most of the time people outsource their question and get help from others. So, I mean, you could do it, but it would be more probably one person starts it, but they might go, oh yeah, Declan's idea was good. I'll use that and stuff like that. But yeah, it works. It's just I think you need more of a skeleton. Maybe the mission, like more than just the mission, was an assassination job. Maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, I was originally thinking, but I forgot it halfway because, oh god, panic sort of things. But like, you're in the middle of a corporate facility, alarms are flashing, you've just been in a run gone bad, and the decker on your team is dead. How did you get into this situation?
Yeah, that would have been good. The decker dying, it makes sense why we don't have a decker.
Yeah. He needs a decker when you have a rigger.
The dragon eats him.
So we met Loftware at a bar.
So we went on a pub crawl, right? And Loftware ate our decker.
This is some fucking what's that game? That roleplay. No. The
Fiasco.
Yeah,
Fiasco shit.
That was what I immediately thought when he said that. I'm just like, oh man, Fiasco with role plays and Shadowrun. This is gonna go so well.
So where did you start? Well, we were trying to find a gem, and we were on the moon, and there was dragons.
Fiasco.
Yeah, have you guys ever played Fiasco?
I'm off.
Heard of it.
Catch you guys
They
later.
catch you, man.
Later. But
Yeah, it's. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, see you later, man. It's more of like an improv thing than an RPG. It's like it's basically about setting scenes and then acting them out with the almost 100% like control of the scene.
Yeah.
It's weird, but it's
You
a
kind
lot
of
of fun.
like, and then you like kind of set up the scene for the next person or something. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't even have to be in chronological order. It's all about
Just doing whatever. It's fucking bonkers.
You can really fuck it up if you want to be a cunt. But that's the same with any RPG. Like you can just be like, I shoot Declan in the head. I rape Nopop.
But I came back as a zombie. Whoa! Yeah.
And that's my scene. That's not how that works, Bluey. Shut up.
Well, to anyone who watched the entire period of that stream or has watched it on YouTube, thank you for watching.
Hey.
Hey.
We had
Hey,
like a total
that's
of
pretty
45
I don't
views.
know why